Your sub killed me. I fucking died. What have you done? Thanks for the sub, Rajenki. So sad. I know. And it's all Rajenki's fault. That's what you get for giving me $2.50 American. How could you? I can't believe you do this to me. I don't have a timer. I don't know when I'm supposed to start now. This might be a short stream. I am sleepy. It's unfortunately a game dev stream. I wish it was a Mario Kart World stream, but unfortunately, your boy does not yet have a Switch 2. Yeah. We'll get there eventually. I tricked you. I'm sorry. Mario Kart dev stream. We'll just make our own Mario Kart. Play fighting? I don't know what that is. Twist is not testing a new feature? Yeah, it is, it is, it is. You just tested it. It's on the back end though, so you can't really see it on the front end. GDS game dev stream? Yes. I can get behind that acronym. I'm following for almost a year and a half. It's crazy. That's about how long I've been streaming for, well, off and on for a while, but yeah, that's about how long I've been streaming the whole thing, huh? Well, on the game, some of you may remember the old Sky Gray, the Osu streamer, but we don't talk about that guy. 4 months, 24 days, and 20 hours. 4 months is a strange time to have jumped on. We weren't really doing much 4 months ago, were we? Was that wasn't... I guess that was that was a game jam, I think. Probably. 24 days is oddly suspiciously close to a game jam, I think, actually, now that I think about it. That's like a month minus a week. Probably game jam. You're 5 months? Dang. How long have I been here? I'm not oh. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. I don't know, I just don't really like that Sky Gray guy. Nah, no, you know, you could do better. Not really the biggest fan. 6 months, another weird one. I think you couldn't find a single person that would be like 9 months right now, because I was off for like 6 months or something. 1 year and 5 months for me, no one's beating you. I think the oldest is probably Zaire. Can I follow age other people? Can I do that? 8 years, 3 months, 26 days, and 10 hours. I think they probably win. Pulling that one from the damn archives. That's back when I streamed when I was in college. The first day I streamed 8 years ago. Yeah, I streamed Duskers. Duskers, if anyone knows how that game. And there are still clips of it, but they are buried deep, deep, deep in the internet. And you can see little idiot baby Sky Gray as like a college freshman playing games in his dorm. What about just before a game jam? You mentioned the game jam, but because of my university studies, I had barely time to watch anything. Oh no! Well, don't worry. There's a great YouTube channel where you can go watch the recap of the... That's not a command, huh? Huh. Really thought it would be. Well, there is a YouTube channel. Who knows what it is? There's a new video coming out probably next week during the game jam. We're trying to do it today, but it just didn't work out in time. The video's not done edited, and we don't have the thumbnail yet, but it should be by next Friday. Next Friday we'll have the game jam video for Gambit. Yeah, Gambit. Man, Gambit, what a game. Tea time the first year, like twice over the span of me following Burning. We do like tea time here. We are a tea time enjoyer. Team Gouda forever. I rewatched all I missed. I'd have no time at all because I'd miss current stuff and had to rewatch that and so on. Yeah, the good news is I stream like once a month, so you're not missing too much. I mean, maybe when the Mario Kart World starts, then I'll be streaming like crazy. But for now, there's no Mario Kart World, mostly because I cannot go buy a Switch. First of all, I have to go win the lottery because that's how they're given out in Japan. And second of all, I don't have money to buy a Switch right now, but I will on my next paycheck. The next paycheck, I get a Switch and a couch. The paycheck after that, I get like a TV and a carpet. I'm very excited. We're slowly piecing together. I'm kind of in college mode right now. I don't know if any of you have ever been in college, but you know when you live in college and you're like, yeah, I own like a plate and 2 forks. That's kind of what we're working with here a little bit. It is what it is. It's all good. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna click this other button now, and we can go to the video game screen, huh? Zoop. Hey, look at that. Does anyone remember what we were doing? They put Sound Voltex on the Switch, you'd afford it? Yeah, I'd take out like a payday loan or something. They could just like have my firstborn or whatever. It's all good. What I've heard, you don't even own the Nintendo Switch 2, you own the license to use it, and it gets shipped for free with the new bought license. Yeah, I'm sure it's some like absolutely fucked up shit like that. Yeah, apparently you can't even get like a hard copy of games anymore. Like cartridges don't exist or something. You're just like buying a thing that you can use to redeem an online code, which defeats like the entire purpose of getting a game at all in any like capacity, which is really cool. Good innovation. Got a lot of switches in my house. They turn off and on my lights. I don't need anymore. That's good. I should just get one of those. Although I don't think it has as many games when it's just like a light switch. But you got the one where you can like flick it off and on really fast. That's fun. I don't know how long it would hold my attention for, but longer than you'd think, to be honest. You might be surprised. You buy a hard copy holding the license kit to download the actual game. See, what pisses me off about that is if I own the game, I can't like go to my friend's house and be like, if they have a Switch, be like, oh, put in Mario Kart, we can play on your Switch. That doesn't work. I have to, like what? I have to, if I bring my copy of Mario Kart over, then now they own my copy of Mario Kart? What the fuck is that, huh? What? We've invented nothing. We're going backwards. What is happening? Why can't I just like buy games and own them? The EU isn't like that? Yo. Damn, EU kind of goated with it lately. With like the cookies and stuff. You know that like annoying pop-up you get on every website that's like, hey, could we maybe have a bunch of data for free that you weren't supposed to know about, but we'd like to sell to random corporations like Facebook, And now there's a big ass button that you can be like, no, fuck off. But some websites are real tricky with it where they'll be like, oh, well, what if it's not cookies. We're just wondering what kind of website experience you would want to have. Would you like to customize your website experience? Yeah, here's the experience I want. You show me stuff that I want to look at, and then you fuck off. Give away my info if I got a commission for it. Honestly, depends on the amount, but kind of same. I miss hard copies. Buying as an ownership. Yeah, like, not only are hard copies, like, just better because you can, like, share games and stuff, but, like, it's just nice to have a thing. Like, I bought a thing, I own the thing. Because then, like, my internet went out. I go to the store, I buy Mario Kart. I come home, my internet's out. The Switch, I can't run the game now. I have to go download the fucking game. What if we made an invention where, like, you could store the entire data of the game, like, on some sort of, like, hard disk storage, and then you could plug that into the Switch so you didn't have to, like, download a game when you bought a game. Maybe it'll catch on one day. Most times you own what you buy, that's just the right to use it. Most of some, if product is recalled because of license or end user agreement, we take your money and the product and you have no right to complain. Yeah, which really makes, like, it's shitty because then, like, if you want to do anything to, like, mod your console or whatever, they're just immediately like, nah, fuck you. What if you cheated? And it's just like, what if I just, like, want to look at the hardware? Like, what if I just want to... I've been watching a lot of that one guy on YouTube Shorts that's like, you want to see something cool? What if I just want to, like, tickle the tism a little bit and take apart the Switch? Oh, now all of a sudden I'm out $500 because you're like, oh, well, what if you accidentally saw something you're not supposed to? Yeah, it's a brick now. We want to be safe and protect our IP. Bitch, your IP is nothing. You've made the same game for 28 years in a row. What are you talking about? I know what's in the Switch. It's the same shit that's in my computer. It's a hard drive, a screen, a processor, and a graphics card. You're not reinvented, like you've invented nothing. I know it's just your only job was figuring out the correct sizes of these things to put into the thing, market the damn thing, and make sure it's fun to play and has games. That's all, that's their whole job. Like, made the web more annoying. The intention was not to track people, not to force everyone to have a pop-up. Yeah, they're changing it so that now you have to have like a real option to be like, hey, no. You don't just get to like, oh, can we customize your web page experience so that it's the same that it was before and we get to yoink all your data? No. No, that's not how it works anymore. Yeah. Hate that every recent console falls apart when repairs are attempted. Yeah, it's like, it's so dumb. My Switch 1 has been broken basically since day one because my headphone jack got stuck in the Switch. And so I just haven't had a headphone jack. And it's like, oh, I want to repair it. I got like an iFixit kit to try to like get the stuff out, but it's so locked the fuck down that in order to like remove the headphone jack and install a new one, you're better off just buying a new Switch. Like, what have we done? Catch on, double it, pass it to the next person. Licensed edition, pass from online stores to Nintendo. I do think that like people born in a year that starts with a 2 maybe missed out on one of the most magical experiences ever, which is like when a game released, you like went to GameStop and bought the game, and there was just other people there that also liked games, and you would just talk to people. It was awesome. Like, dude, when like Pokemon Emerald dropped, I remember like you would go to the GameStop and just record mix with every motherfucker in there. And all of a sudden you have like 10,000 extra secret bases like in your game. There's like artifacts from other people's games like popping up in your game. You can like battle their Pokemon and stuff. It was fucking awesome. And now it's like, oh, you bought Pokemon? Well, actually you didn't. You bought like the license that lets you go to the Nintendo eShop to buy Pokemon. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. It's because of law you can't buy anything that's not physical. So to fix it, they made licensing contract for using agreement license. They're just lawyering their way around everything. Street Pass was awesome. Street Pass was the shit. You do not understand the fun of the little like the fucking puzzle piece minigame. Holy shit. Okay, for those of you that don't know the puzzle piece minigame, let me basically, if you went to high school or college during the heyday of Street Pass, like you got the same experience of like playing Pokemon Go the first day it came out. Here's how Street Pass worked. It was legitimately one of the coolest fucking things anyone's ever done. So on your DSi, 3DS, I don't remember, it was 3DS, I think. 3DS. There was a little like app that came with your thing called like the Plaza or something. I don't quite remember what it was. But anyways, you'd go into the Plaza and it was just a series of mini games. And all of the mini games required that your Street Pass was on and that you walked around and found someone else whose DSi was like on, and you like walked within proximity of them. So like if I have my 3DS in my pocket, which like old school Levi jeans used to be able to tank just fine, now you get like a fucking white chalk outline imprint on your pants if you try this shit. You're just complaining about material quality. Anyways, so if you walk next to another motherfucker who had their like DSi on, your Street Passes would like exchange information. And every like month or so, Street Pass would release a new puzzle. And the puzzle was basically just like a picture from Nintendo. So maybe it was like The Legend of Zelda because that game was coming out. So it'd be like a picture of Link and a picture of like Zelda, like this. But the whole puzzle wasn't completed. When you logged in the first time to Street Pass, you received like one area of the puzzle at random. So like this would be like your puzzle piece. You get puzzle piece number 1. And the person you passed, maybe they randomly selected like this puzzle piece here. You could take from their puzzle piece and add it to your puzzle. So then your puzzle would have like this square, and then you'd get the second piece from the other person. So it would like pop up what their completed puzzle looks like and the pieces that they have. And you'd be like, okay, I want this one. So it'd fill in this one. Then if someone Street Passes you after this, they could pick this puzzle piece or this puzzle piece. So like collectively, you all slowly put the puzzle together. And like you'd have to find like the one person who had like the edge corner piece, because like it's random. So like my friends and I, we'd have like these pieces, but we'd be missing like these ones. So we're like hunting people, like going to conventions, just like we gotta get the fucking corner puzzle piece. It was so fun. Your parents would go shopping, you get to go to the game store and play demos. Yeah, when GameStop used to have like the weird ass like TV consoles like this, and then had like a little booth here with like a GameCube controller like hard bolted to the thing. Shit was awesome. Remember Special Foot when you were actually walking on the street and you found a fucking hamburger in the Wild West? It was the coolest shit. What do you mean by that? I don't think you should be eating like street hamburgers. You talking about Street Pass? Maybe, possibly. I don't remember that part. I remember the like mini game. So the puzzle one, you wanted to meet strangers, but the fucking, there was one where you had to like climb this tower. It was like an RPG. And if someone Street Passed you over and over, their character in the RPG would get like a higher level. So that one you wanted to get the same people over and over and over. And at the time, I think like, yeah, at the time I was dating my high school girlfriend, which, so like our characters in each other's games were like swole as fuck. Like they could solo the entire game because we just hung out all the time. You have to use space and arrow keys. You can draw in MS Paint. Do I have to like hold a third button? Do I have to like mouse click as well? Oh, look at that. That's neat. Why? Do you remember the hamburger me face? Oh yeah. No, I remember that guy. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Let's make a mobile app like just simply going around doing exactly that. Yeah, that'd be pretty gas actually. Yeah. I think that'd be really cool. My problem with like mobile apps and stuff is like anything that requires a server, people don't pay for apps anymore. So like if I want to put a thing on a server that like distributes a new puzzle every month or whatever, I'm not sure it would, I'd have to like pay for the server cost or something. You're a game dev too? Well, hey, welcome in. Game devs unite. We're not doing much game dev right now. We're just reminiscing, I guess. Yeah, that'd be an interesting, since it's on a phone, you'd probably want to make the puzzles a lot bigger. But like, yeah, what if you did like I don't know, like, yeah, once a month, you could like hire artists to make like a mural, like Magic the Gathering style. And then you'd make like a way bigger puzzle, right? And then when you log in, you randomly get one puzzle piece. And then how would you get your phones to communicate with other people with the app though? It's like Street Pass was like a closed ecosystem. I'm not sure how you'd get your iPhone to like randomly ping other iPhones. Like, hey, do you have this app? Because I think that's security wise, the iPhone would be like, don't fucking talk to me. Rinky Dink asks, wants the something like a DS to come back that runs games from physical cartridges. It's kind of peak of technology. I agree. It was absolutely amazing. It was awesome. You don't need to, just make it through meet and collect. Your phone loads the puzzle and people you meet start collecting pieces from you, spreading like a disease. Yeah. It would be cool. I just don't know how to do the communication part. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying me personally, I don't know how to do it. But I would love to play a game like that again. Like, because it feels like it hits the same like Pokemon Go style of like, what if we all played a game together? Tried this during COVID. It wasn't very good. Track you were close to. Yeah, I could see people not like, you have to get like momentum behind it too. Bluetooth or just Wi-Fi? Yeah, you'd probably use Bluetooth. Yeah. That Skygray, the one-hit wonder who made Gambit and some other games. You know what's funny to me? Let me open my itch page. Speaking of Gambit, let's see if this is still the case. Because I was giggling about this earlier. Yeah. My page is like, so my dashboard is saying that I'm getting like a couple of views a day on my games. But why is it all this one? Brother, this game sucks. Brother, this game is not it. Like, if you were coming here for Gambit, I kind of fuck with that. Like, I think Gambit's pretty fun. I've even got some comments that aren't even from the game jam about Gambit. People down here being like, nice mechanic. That's Keshivox. We know Keshivox. But like, Emma, or possibly Emma NA, probably a lot of ways to. They're not from the game jam. They just played this at random like a month ago. Isn't that awesome? We love Gambit. I can't wait for the video to come out. Video should be next Friday or earlier for Gambit. Very excited. Very excited for that. The second YouTube video is about to hit the tower. Everybody know what we'll do today? No, we're finishing up the WebSocket thing for sure today. Random games being unplayable if they're not connected to the internet despite having no multiplayer stuff is so annoying. It's just insulting, honestly. Like, they just think they're allowed to do that shit to us now. Like DRM de novo. It cannot be. This is one of those things where it has to be like executives in a room being like, we would make more money if people pirated our games less. That's not true. The people who pirate your game are not the motherfuckers that were gonna buy your game. Like, I don't understand this argument that's like, in the hypothetical situation, they're so desperate to play the game that even if they have no money or means to play the game, if they were gonna pirate it, they would have bought it instead. No, the fuck they wouldn't have. Like, my ass wouldn't have played Minecraft if I didn't play a pirated version of it first. Probably. I mean, eventually I think I would have gotten around to it, but maybe that's not a good example because it's like the most popular game of all time ever. I pirated a lot of games and then was like, this game is fun. I'm going to go buy the game and support the developers. So that those people actually like got more money because I pirated their games. Like, I don't understand. It's one of those things where, like, I'm sure the business, it makes sense in their head. I don't know, man. But if you ask, like, normal people to look at any data, like, there's no data to support that, like, an always online connection, one, even prevents pirating, because people just crack the Nouveau anyways. It doesn't even fucking matter. Yeah. Studies have shown that repeatedly that there's no correlation between piracy and revenue. I 100% believe it. Because people who pirate games, if they can't pirate your game, they're just not going to play your game. And, like, yes, I understand that not everyone can be making games just because they're in it for the love of making games. Like, not everyone can be me, who they just have a day job and then they make games in their free time, right? I understand that. You, like, a company needs to make money. But why do we have these, like, archaic, ungamer ghouls running the decision-making at the top of every company? Get those people out of there! Let people pirate your game, it's fine. Pirate my games, I don't give a shit. I just want people to play my games. I think piracy would be much lower if there were accessible demos and cheaper games. Oh, absolutely. I think if you reduce the cost of your game, like... This is one of those things where, like... how do I want to phrase this? I wanted to say something mathematical, but I don't... It's like a... I wanted to say it's like a partial derivative, but like it's a sliding thing that can only go in one direction, right? If you reduce the cost of your game, more people will buy your game. Like it can't ever be the other way around. It's a frustrating argument. Like, oh, people will still pirate it. Yeah, but less people will pirate it. Like, come on. The person who can't like pay $10 to buy your game but wants to play it and pirates it, if it was $5, maybe they would have been able to do it. Make a cheaper version of your game. I'm not sure if that's always the perfect solution. Because I don't want to have games... If it's a single-player game, that's probably fine. But I am a little bit suspicious of games having, like, tiers of interaction of how you can interact with the game. And there's, like, a different... Like, if you buy the $5 version, you can play as 3 characters. If you pay the $10 version, you can do everyone. Like, everyone... You can play as every character. Maybe those characters are more meta, and all of a sudden the people who didn't pay as much can't, like, keep up with people that paid more. And that's not a great experience, but, yeah... Piracy can boost or slow your revenue depending on the quality of the game and the quality of the pirated version. I agree with that 100%. Yeah. There's a part where pirating can become so mainstream it hurts the industry. Now it's a bit too hard to pirate compared to buying it for that to be the case. I do think if in like a hypothetical construction of your argument where like it was literally as easy to pirate, or if it was easier to pirate the game than to actually purchase the game, then yes, I do think there needs to be a slightly higher barrier to entry on pirating games, simply because, like, you should buy the game. If you want to play the game, you should buy the game. That being said, like, piracy's not really that big of a deal. I feel like the shareware era was specifically to encourage trying everything. Oh, 100%. Like, if you didn't experience, like, the golden age of, like, SourceForge, I honestly kind of feel bad for you. Because, like, shareware and pirating and, like, open source stuff, it just like peels back the layers of like how you think games exist, right? Because like if you're like 10 years old, you just think games like appear out of the aether, right? Like you don't understand it. But if you go on SourceForge and you can like look at people's code, or like you pirate the game and can like poke around in there, edit some Lua files, who gives you, you know what I mean? Like just get in there a little bit, start messing with stuff, go to Risk of Rain, like play with the text, the giant thing that controls all the variables in the game and like the giant text file. Give yourself 10 million lunar coins, see what happens. Like just toy around with shit. It's nice when you can just crack games open like that and play around with stuff, because it like makes the next generation of game developers come out of nowhere. It's awesome. Yeah. Let's make a game about pirating other games. I have played a game called DLC Quest, which is... Oh, hey, this is a bot, by the way. I found another bot today. I'm like the fucking CSGO bot sniper, by the way. I reported them and did a bunch of things, but there's a scam on... what is this website called? Steam. There's a scam on Steam where these people will like send you a thing. I'm trying to like track their activity. They blocked me on Discord, this like group of scammers, so they won't do the Discord method anymore. But basically they pose as an e-girl and then ask you to like evaluate their Steam, like, oh, I made a skin for CSGO. Can you like evaluate it? And then you click on it and it looks like a phishing link. I wonder if I can see the link. Probably not, because I unadded them. It's quite clever. The link, it looks like a regular Steam page. So like it looks like this. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent right now. Steam.com can't be found. Oh, it's stored at steampowered.com. So it'll look like this. And if you go to like log in, it will have this webpage, but this part where there's a so it looks like this because it looks like it's supposed to be like a pop-up, and it looks exactly like this, with this thing here, the padlock here. So it looks like it's HTTPS, right? What they've done is they've made an HTML element that looks like the padlock. So if you right click on this, it'll say like inspect element. You can see the actual element they made that is the padlock. So what they're actually doing is their webpage somehow, I don't know how it does this, but it hides this URL and then it creates their own version of this with the HTTPS padlock. Anyways, that was a whole tangent, but yeah. But this game DLC Quest is fucking sick. This game, you start off with like 5 coins or whatever, and you can only move to the left. And if you want to move to the right, you have to buy the DLC to move to the right. Be interested if you find the link. Let me see if I can find it. The problem is I don't want to show it on stream too much because I don't want people to like click it. Let me check my history real quick because I opened it earlier today. Let me find it. Also, why does this song uses the same sample as a Apex? It like freaks me out a little bit. It's like Steam Creator something. I'm looking. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. Nah, I can't find it. If I find it again, I'll show it though. Yeah. You can scam me. I send your DMs with the shirtless old men. Simple trade. I'm not sure that has the value you think it does, because I think I could just go look that up. Internet's pretty crazy. It sucks that like scamming is such a big business for people. It's incredibly annoying. Like, how do I want to phrase this? If your job is scamming people, like politely go walk into the ocean or whatever. But it is funny to me that like the people that run the scams that are like in the call centers or like that jump into the Discord call and stuff with you and try to like scam or pig butcher or whatever, they don't even get to keep the money. That money they get like paid an hourly wage, and the fucking people who get the money are like their managers. So like they're getting scammed too. It's just like everyone's just trying to be the top chicken. It's hilarious, but it's also really sad. And like, don't scam people or I'll fucking hit you with a hammer. Yeah. Pretty insane. Those websites, you can see typing in passwords in real time without even pressing submit. Yeah. Well, like there's always like 2 things to keep in mind about the internet. One is a good one. One is a bad one. So one is when you download a web page, it is like the code is running on your computer, which means like you kind of own the DOM. God willing. But no, like you own the thing that like has all of the like code that actually makes the web page appear. That's how it appears on your computer, which means like if there's any holes that they send to you, you own the code. You can like start poking around with like their APIs or whatever. But it also means you're running code that you downloaded from the internet. So you own the DOM. Who DOMs the DOM? Who watches the watchers? Chinese the links, we can all click on it and give them our passwords. True. Reminds me of the old web where you could visit a sketchy website and it would auto-download a new toolbar in your browser. Dude. Hold up, I have a story about that. Make a lot of sense to make a living doing Roblox phishing scams. That sucks. I hate that for them. At no point will I give like a script kiddie points for scamming people. And if you are scamming people, I'm just assuming you're a script kiddie, because if you had any actual talent, you'd probably go get a real job. No, but like, yeah, that's just, I think that's really shit. Curious if the domain was flagged already. I mean, I clicked on it today, so probably not. Okay, I think it was called like Pop Heritage. Pop Ancient Heritage. Is this it? This is steamcommunity.com, so no, that's a real website. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. It's on a, I mean, it's a scam. I doubt the website's even listed because it's a scam website. I can do a reverse image search maybe. I'm not going to invest this much into finding a thing that could hurt people. Kind of like Silas / Ready Player One, real virtual reality. Making progress with my custom engine. If that's done, I can go towards the console. Hey, sweet. Good luck on the custom engine. That's crazy. No worries. If I can find it, I'll maybe on the next stream I'll bring it up. There are websites to download toolbars back in the day, people using them to scam people. I did, when I worked IT, have like a So when I worked my IT job in college, I worked in the College of Education at Michigan State University. The dean of the College of Education, so like literally the most important person in the entire building, I was for some reason the only person who was allowed to touch her computer. And as part of our like security compliance, every once in a while we do like a scan of people's computer to make sure they have all their Windows updates or whatever, and all of their, you know, Internet Explorer and Firefox was up to date. Well, one day we get a ticket come in that says, Dean of the College of Education, their Firefox needs updated. And I'm like, okay, what? Like it's literally 3 buttons. You just 3 button presses. You literally go up. I think in Firefox it's even in the same like place. Let me open a new tab. I'm pretty sure you just go here, and there's like a check for update button or something. Like it's super simple, right? So I go upstairs to the dean's like office. I sit down at her computer. I open up Firefox. And if this is the window that like shows you what's going on in your webpage, let's take a look at mine for an example, right? So you're working with something like this. You got like the search bar up at the top. I've got some stuff up here. You got some bookmarks, you know, some color palette stuff. Okay, I've got like a little toolbar here, right? This computer was 60% toolbars. This is where Google was. It was down here. This was the bar. And the thing about all of the toolbars is like she clearly had downloaded 57 random scam website toolbars, right? So every single one of these motherfuckers was like this, and one tiny box like this that was like an Ask, like the old Ask Jeeves button was up there. Ask Jeeves. This shit. There's about 400 versions of Ask Jeeves in her toolbars. And it was literally just layer upon layer upon layer. And there was shit in there that didn't even make sense to me. There was like a little guy from, you know the guy from Cut the Rope? Anyone know this motherfucker? Cut the Rope? You know this guy? You know this little man? He was just up there like doing a little dance for you. He was just there. No candy, no nothing. Just in his own toolbar having a good time. And so I'm looking at this. And Cut the Rope was awesome. It was a gas game. I won't lie. Cut the Rope is like fantastic. That and the fucking marble rolling game. I lost so much time to that. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about. So anyways, as soon as I open Firefox, I'm literally like berated with just the most viruses I've ever seen on a computer. And she goes, "Don't touch anything. Everything is exactly how I like it." Which I don't think is true, but there's this thing with like people who are not maybe the most technologically literate in their computer. I do kind of see where she's coming from, because listen, I'm sure that there is actually like 2 buttons she uses on one of these toolbars, and if I were to even remove one of these things, like the entire house of cards would collapse, right? If she couldn't know the exact version of Ask Jeeves that she needed to ask to Jeeves, like it probably would render her computer like completely inoperable. So yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with this story, but basically I had to like download this entire like toolbar folder, which was just, I mean, the thing on a flash drive should probably be thrown into like Mount Doom or the pits of hell. Like if you plug this into any other computer, I'm pretty sure it would just like catch an actual disease and you'd have to take it to the doctor. Yeah, I yoinked them all over, updated Firefox, and then I went to go install them all again, and it took like 35 minutes, which toolbar should not take that long to reinstall or whatever, but yeah, there you go, and everything was like right back to where it was supposed to be. So I have no idea if like anyone's credit card still existed on that computer or something, but I'm sure that like the NSA, the CIA, the FBI, some like random dude in Kentucky all have a backdoor to the College of Education at Michigan State. So just a heads up there or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, what were we doing? Her diploma wasn't in computer literacy, or else she'd be fired. I do feel for people who like, she was like kind of an older person. If you were born before computers existed, like I do think people underestimate, because like I was born in the 90s. Not really, let's be honest. I'm like Gen Z, but just barely. If you like take a look at the graph of like how crazy computers, can I draw please? If you take a look at the graph of like how crazy computers got, how quickly, it kind of looks like this. And so like if you were born here, where like a computer was literally like a person's job, like an actual human being who like sat in an office and did like long division by hand or some shit, and you went to that, and then like 5 years later, you're like, oh yeah, here's an iPhone. I kind of get where you'd be like, what the fuck is this, dude? Right? Like, I can't really be that mad at you. Because yeah, computers literally went from like, oh, the Apple One, we just send you the parts, you build that shit yourself, to like literally like, oh hey, there's this like black rectangle that sits in my pocket that has more computing power than it took to put people on the rock that orbits the Earth. Okay, cool. I do also feel like we're doing a little bit of this at the moment. Like, I've heard stories, I don't know if they're true or not, of like computer science students in college right now, where they don't know what a file is. And like, in my heart of hearts, I don't think that that's true, but it might be. It is true. It can't be. It can't be true, man. No, I was excited for the day that like my great grandchild, or probably like great nephew or something, because I'm not having any kids, like hands me their iPhone 38 Max 5G i7 Pro with Bluetooth audio speakers, and I'm gonna look at that shit and be like, brother, I don't know what the fuck. They're like, can you fix the tubular Wi-Fi? And I'll be like, brother, I don't even know what the fuck words you just said to me. But I don't think it's gonna happen now. I think I will literally be the guy that fixes computers for like the rest of my life, for my family, and also like future generations. I came basically where electronics were evolving, seeing as how things started to and came to this day is crazy. Yeah, like we literally like when I was born, people were using like the Commodore 64, which was basically a computer where you could just type words into a screen. And like now you can watch me on my computer through a fucking pipe that sits underneath the ocean that is transmitting data from the island of Japan into your computer. And everyone on board is just like, yeah, got it. No worries. I can understand these ones and zeros. Motherfucker, like, to connect to the internet like 20 years ago, your modem basically had to like signal to the gods through a dance and sound only like the fucking people on the mountaintop could understand. And if you use the phone at the same time, your house caught fire. Like and now I can be in a train, which is a metal steel cage underground, traveling quickly, and have like GPS, my email, actually maybe these aren't good things now that I think about it. Maybe I do want to be in like a Faraday cage sometime. I think they've dumbed down so much that you no longer need to think. I do kind of agree with that. Like, I feel like Windows 7 was the peak of like, you could own a computer. And if any one person mentions Linux right now, I will personally turn off the stream, come to your house, and ask you politely to stop. Might have been a short amount of time where you needed to know stuff to operate computers. Not sure if and when though. Yeah, I mean, it's just different for everybody, like from when you started, right? But I do think the good news is there will always be people that are like incredibly interested on how to use computers and stuff. So I'm not like super worried about it. It is funny to me that like kids don't know what a file is though. And I'm not ready to believe that that's true, but maybe it is. I don't know. I feel like millennials and early Gen Z are at the height of general computer knowledge before everything became too automated. Like the kids today are on the same level as the boomers. I do feel like maybe in current level literacy, they're the same as like boomers, but I don't think the like velocity is the same. Sky, what the hell do you mean by that? I think if I were to give like, the song is gas, but I need to skip it. I think if you like gave a 6-year-old child and like a 60-year-old person the same computer, they both wouldn't understand it to the same degree. But I feel like the 6-year-old, I could sit them down and be like, okay, this is what a file is, like this is how it works, and they would probably catch on pretty quickly. Whereas like, I feel like boomers maybe just like missed it because technology literally went from nothing to the world like could end in a moment's notice if a solar flare hits us in like 5 minutes. So I remember I was enough to type commands to start games on the Amiga. Oh, the Amiga? You mean the thing that didn't come out that was led by Tony Tallarico? The Amiga? Most boomers actively refuse to learn. I kind of get it. I kind of get it. If I'm like, listen, if I'm 72 and I'm just like enjoying my time playing solitaire on my computer and you're like, don't you want to put on the crazy headset that lets you like breathe underwater and fight Darth Vader from in the Star Trek Enterprise? I'd be like, you know what? You go have fun with that. I'm going to keep playing solitaire. Like, I'm 72. I don't need to I'm not gonna be on this planet much longer. You just do, you know. I'm gonna do what I know. That's good enough for me. I don't need to invest. Yeah, everything's been hidden away, so you can't configure it easily. Most of the younger people around me complain that they don't really control what their devices do. That I understand, because you don't, and it's really fucking frustrating. I mean, even with like Windows 10, I felt it. Windows 11 just seems like a fucking nightmare if you want to change anything ever. It's just like, you don't own that computer anymore. And it's also really suspicious to me, and I'm not the first person to point it out, but like, Windows 10 was free if you owned Windows 7. Windows 11 is free if you own Windows 10. How does the company make money? Anyone? Anyone? We all know, right? We all know how they make money. We knew since the day Windows 10 was free how they're making their money now. What kind of confuses the fuck out of me is like, how is there that much money in selling data? Because like advertise, it's all for advertising. But like, I just don't feel like there's that much advertising. Like, am I fucking crazy? Like, people distribute their data. Also, hello, Cobalt. I didn't say hello to you earlier. People distribute their data as if like, or like collect this data and sell it around to each other as if it's literal gold. But like I've seen Google AdSense. It's not that much money. It's $1 trillion industry. Yeah. But like, per person, that's like $1,000 per person on planet Earth, right? Like, it can't. I don't know, man. Like, it can't be worth that much. Especially in today's AI market. They didn't even use the data. They just went and got it themselves. OneDrive needs to die, not to steal my files. Several cases where it grabs a file and shoves it to another guy's computer without your input. Wait, what the fuck? Really? Holy shit. Microsoft gets an unholy amount of money from every government to give out that OS. That's crazy. I mean, I know like contracting is a big part of it. When you bought Windows 7? Yeah. When I bought Windows 7. Yeah. What was that about me working an IT job at that one point? What was that about we had an enterprise key? What was that about I remember the key? To this day, I remember the key. You give them your soul, so now you're working for Windows without the knowledge since they have your soul now. It does piss me off that like Copilot exists. Like Microsoft buys GitHub and then makes GitHub Copilot. And then if you want to use GitHub Copilot, which I don't really suggest you use anyways, they charge you for it. Motherfucker, that's me. What? You didn't invent shit. That's my code you ate. Give it back. Or give me Copilot for free. Again, not that I really use Copilot anyways. I think that shit is like garbage. But like, what the fuck? You're gonna use me? You just like made a fucking shadow copy of me, and then they're like, oh, hey, do you want you to help you code? No, motherfucker, I'm already in the chair. Like, I don't need another mode of me. This dude is live wild. Hey, Jago, how's it going? You didn't read the fine print? Have you seen the FAQ? No. Anyone got a link for me? I'm gonna fucking crash out on this, I think. GitHub FAQ. I'm curious now. Let me see. Whenever I see a decent snippet, I think, I wonder whose code this is. I have legit thought the same thing. Actually, I use ChatGPT quite a bit for... I have found one thing that I really, really, really love using AI for, and I do it all the time now. I will code my entire thing on my own, usually, and then I will copy and paste the whole file and just say spot check at the top, and I'll just paste it in. What I love about that is, one, I'm writing the code so I know what the fuck is going on, because if you just copy and paste GPT code, like, you deserve whatever hell you're going to find yourself in. But two, I'm a dyslexic idiot baby, so basically what it's doing is saying, like, it's going to scan through my whole file and be like, by the way, you misspelled this word wrong. And I'm like, oh, that would have taken me like one whole like testing cycle to find because I can't read. That's fantastic. Thank you. So then I go fix that one line and then I can move on with my life. What's this? This scroll down. Oh God. Code Guardian Angel. Get, 2 brains are better than 1. Your backlog doesn't stand a chance. This... So I know what they are trying to say with this, but this is an incredibly true line if you use Copilot. It's not that you're delegating open issues to your GitHub. It's that if you use GitHub Copilot, Your backlog's about to get fucking wrecked. We're about to go from 5 tasks and 10 bugs to 5 tasks and 100 bugs. FAQ privacy section. Let's see. Possess personal data based on how Copilot is accessed and used, whether GitHub.com mobile app extensions or various IDE extensions, or through features like suggestions for the common license, IDE code completions. Pseudonyms, identifiers captured on user interaction with Copilot, so is it accepted or dismissed completions, error messages. Yeah. Does GitHub use the Copilot data? Let me listen. I know you guys are trying really hard, and I kind of respect that. I'm sure you have like the world's best lawyers, but I did notice like a small bug on your website. Let me just patch it up for you. I got you. Don't worry. Okay, let's see about that. Okay. Why can my joke work? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. That's more like it. That's more what I was looking for. Because like we know. Add intentional variable misspellings to see if AI steals it. It will. The thing is, like, it gets drowned out usually because, like, we would all need to coordinate effort on this to, like, really mess with it. The thing is, like, it's maybe faster to use than just Googling things and looking at Stack Overflow, but, like, it's the same thing. And I have 2 things to say about, like, LLM code completion. I have 3 things to say about LLM. I have 4 things to say about LLM code completion. First of all, if you're new to programming, try to use this stuff as little as possible because it will do. I have 5 things to say about LLM code completion. First and foremost, I need everyone to understand the following thing, and I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings, or I'm sorry if this makes you feel like your job isn't as important as it is. Coding is not hard. Typing the words, not hard. That's not a hard part of our job. Syntax, it's a little tricky. You just kind of got to know the right words. It's trying to like screw things in, and you have like a variety of screwdrivers, but they're all a screwdriver. Like you understand the purpose. The hard part of programming is taking big problem and turning it into lots of small problem. ChatGPT, not very good at that. Can it write the words? Yeah, but that was already the easy part. Like, that shit's pissing me off, man. I do think it's like a force multiplier. If you're already pretty good at programming and you can just use GPT to like lock in syntax or something, you'll be like, hey, I know how to do this thing in Fast API, but not Flask. How do I do the same thing in Flask? And it'll be like, to do it in Flask, blah, blah, blah. But that's the same thing as just Googling shit, right? The problem is that Google has gone to absolute like trash panda hell and is now completely useless. Google has basically relegated itself to Bing level search results where you're like, hey, Google, can I like know who the Pope was in the 1900s? And it'll be like, yeah, sure. The papacy was invented in the 400 BC by the aliens that came down from the Joe Rogan podcast. You're like, oh, by the way, AI is experimental. Don't trust the results. Oh, cool. I just went to like the website to like do the fact checking. It's really cool that the first thing you show me is a thing that isn't fact checked and then leads with the line, please fact check that. Yeah, no, that's why I'm on Google. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm on the fucking website, is to look things up. Thanks for like giving me like 15 fucking blurbs about how things that you just made up might actually be true, but we don't know. Oh, okay, cool, neat. I don't really use AI. I studied the AI and I played with it, but I don't use it. I just ask Google. Yeah, I think most AI researchers are, well, they fall into like 2 categories. Either one, you need investors, and so this new AI and LLM trend is literally the greatest thing that's ever been invented in our lifetime and will solve every problem that ever exists. Or like you read more than one white paper a year and you're like, I mean, it's neat. It's AGI. No, it's pretty dumb actually. It doesn't really know anything at all. But it's a good, like, it chats really well. AI is to programmers like the calculators to mathematicians, just another tool in the arsenal. Yeah, I completely agree. I just think you should, the more you think you need to use it, the less you should use it. Because like you need to learn, first of all, you should just type everything by hand anyways, just for the muscle memory of it, like no matter what. If you use LLM, and I'm not saying you shouldn't, like use it if you find it helpful for sure. I just would always suggest that you type everything by hand and try to understand every line that you're typing. And if you can do that, then yeah, like GPT just helps you get there faster. It just figures out syntax for you. Great. I'm not mad about that at all. I said it was thinking, so it's thinking. So true. It couldn't lie about that. It is funny to me that people think like ChatGPT literally knows everything. And like, I understand that before you would go to Google and you would Google something and you just kind of assumed that the top search results were factual, even if it was like a fucking Ask Quora response. If you're like, how much vitamin C does an orange have? And it'd be like, the first result would be like 250 milligrams. You just kind of be like, I trust that to be close enough, you know? Now you ask ChatGPT and it's just gonna make up a fucking number that looks like it's supposed to be correct. Like, I got like my family sending me stuff from ChatGPT, like, wow, look at it knows so much stuff. Like, it doesn't, stop it. You don't, but it looks really good, and apparently that's all that matters to people. I did recently read an article though that's like, not to be alarmist, but this shit will never be profitable. Like, in 0 universes can LLMs in their current configuration be profitable, even if they charge like $1,000 per user. Hey, Fiam, how's it going? Just to train and run these models is like, no, we don't do that here. No, can I just say no words today, Spotify? Yeah, so like to run the data centers, to keep all the GPUs cool and stuff, it's too much money. It'll literally never be profitable. When there's a gold rush, be the one who sells shovels. That's where Nvidia fucked up, is they're like, yeah, we're like the shovel merchant, but what if we made our own? What if we also tried mining for gold? Motherfucker, just keep making shovels. What? Oh, now we have deep learning upscaling. Okay, why don't you just like make a card that does math, huh? You don't want to do that anymore? Now you have a card that does extra math to figure out the math that you're too lazy to do? What, are you a fucking high school student? Just do the math, bro. What the fuck is this shit? What is DLS at? Get that shit out of here, man. Don't make up shit that you don't want to evaluate. Just make a stronger card. I don't... Whatever. Everything's when a chatbot gives a Miss Universe level answer to a philosophical question and people lose their minds. I feel like you're discrediting the sometimes absolute banger responses that come out of Miss Universe, but I get where you're coming from. They'd have to charge per prompt. Yeah, because like it literally costs like, I don't know the exact number, but it's more than you would think like per prompt to ChatGPT. Because just to peel back the layers a little bit, when you have a conversation with ChatGPT, its context window is like 1 million tokens, which means basically every time you ask ChatGPT something, it's rerunning the entire fucking conversation. So like the first one, maybe 50 words, but like when you're on day 15 of trying to debug some problem, ChatGPT has been running 1 million tokens every time. Yeah. Oh man. Maybe an Amazon thing where they just want to pay millions to be the last man standing and destroy the retail. Yeah, I do think we are figuring out that model doesn't work. Like, not everyone gets to be Uber, and maybe even Uber doesn't get to be Uber. We really, like, we looked at one company that maybe pulled it off, but not completely, and then we're like, yeah, we should all do that. And then turns out, even if even Amazon and Uber couldn't do it, that's not great. Doctors would be like, did you get fed from the internet? I'm like, yes. And they tell me the internet's not accurate, so I look up studies and test on the subject. Yeah, well, that's the nice thing about science is like, you can like post results. It's really cool. I do think there is a tendency to like dismiss internet research too, and I'm definitely not one of those like do your own research people, but like the internet's a good tool to figure some stuff out. Like, if you're having symptoms of stuff, I probably wouldn't recommend Google being your first like solution. Maybe do go talk to a doctor first, but sometimes it's helpful because like I'm a bit of a hypochondriac and I could be like, I have a headache. Am I about to die? And people will be like, no, people get headaches. You're not on the, like, you don't need to call 911. Maybe if it lasts for more than a day or two or something, or it hurts really bad, but like drink some water and go to bed. You'll probably be all right. So I kind of get it. I kind of get it both ways. Yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, lava lamp. Yeah, we were gonna do lava lamp, huh? What were we doing last time? Making a WebSocket. WebSocket. Man, I think we did a thing where I could like log in, but we didn't finish the OAuth flow, right? Initializing WebSocket. We still have to subscribe to the correct thing. Yeah. You have to look at multiple studies and test on the subject if they're all close and it's a problem, right? I'm not totally sure what you mean. But yeah, like peer review and looking at more than one study. I do think like not everyone is equipped to always understand the results of a study either. Like unless you have a really good background in like statistics and can understand like significance of how big the testing group is, how the study was run, like what the p-value is. I do think it's really easy to misconstrue a lot of data. So yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. And it's better for looking up stuff that's pretty uniform everywhere, like not symptoms. You can learn to fix a whole ass car. It is pretty cool that like you can go on YouTube and be like, hey, how do I build a car? And like, let me just try it just as for a second. How to build a car, YouTube. How to build a car by hand. Yeah, there you go. You can literally learn how to build an entire car by hand. That's fucking awesome. Oh, by the way, don't use adblock on YouTube. Yeah, get out of it. Fuck off. How to build a car by hand. There you go. I don't know what the R square is if it proves my point. Or I don't know. I don't care what it is if it proves my point. So true, so true. The game, what's the name of the game you're making when you're done making it? I don't think it has a name yet. People 3D print cars with the metal printing and it's next level. It is pretty cool how like the 3D printing community, like the meta is evolving. People are making like, they're going like straight up Archimedean on how to get like plastic to have different properties, like how to make it springy or how to make it like rotate well, how to make like a ball bearing out of plastic, which does not sound like it should work, but people are like figuring it out. Probably pass a doctor test. Only thing holding me back is you have to remember names. Yeah. Don't take this the wrong way. But like, yeah, man. That's kind of what the test is for. How far is the Twitch RPG? We started over, so not very, and we're trying to get the website done so I can at least like have event subscriptions. Oil mages? Huh? You're in the prefixes and suffixes instead of all the names separately? Yeah. Yeah. Me when I'm like telling someone they can't remember the periodic table, all you have to do is remember like the names of the elements and how many protons they have. Come on. Me when it's my friend who can't remember all of the states and their capitals. Brother, it's so easy. You just remember which one has the capital building in it. Hemo, blood related, hypo, not enough, hyper, too much, and so on. Yeah, just like learn a bunch of Latin. This is heme review. Wait, what is the... I know there's the mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell, but what is the other one that Chubby Emu always says? Heme meaning blood, and something meaning... Whatever, go just watch the fucking protein power video. Forget my name at times, I can't remember the names of shit. I do forget my name when I'm context switching, which is kind of funny. Hemoglobin in German? Damn, German's kind of a sick language, huh? Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin sounds like a thing that I would order that it like has sauerkraut on it. Not to profile a German word for being German, but like... I do love sauerkraut though, holy. Get like a bratwurst with some sauerkraut on it, call that a hemoglobin. Probably got a lot of hemoglobin in it, to be fair. Maybe not, it probably all gets like, comes out in the wash or whatever when you make a sausage, but... Meaning presence in blood. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Meaning presence in blood. This is heme review. Anyways, he's Chubby Emu posting. Sorry. I only know Chubby Emu because I'm a big Lifeformed fan. What a weird entryway into that one, huh? Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no more games, or games, unlimited games, and no games? It depends on the cardinality of unlimited games. That 0 mana parry. I'm sorry. My man's got a degree in mathematics, and he has almost used it one time. Infinite sauerkraut, please. I love sauerkraut. Not like, I wouldn't just like eat that shit straight out of the jar like I would with like kimchi or something. But on basically any meat ever, you can hook me up. Hook me up with some sauerkraut. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But you know what I'd get hooked up with even more? The guy who doesn't know how to segue well. It is ad time. I'm sorry. I apologize. What in the wubcore are we listening to right now? I kind of fuck with it. I'm going to go next though. And I'm going to look at Minecraft parkour 10 hours. I won't be gone for 10 hours, but I'm going to put on some Minecraft parkour for you. There you go. This one. Shoot the ads into my veins, Doc. I got you. Don't worry. I'm going to go get some water. I'll be right back. Can you speed up the parkour by 2x? You fucking monster? How is it more dopamine? This is no content, the fucking video game. You need more than this? What? I mean, I'll do it, but you're a freak. Like, I want you to know that. That's insane. I don't want to fry your neurons too bad. I'll give you 1.25, but like this, we need to have a discussion between me and you, and then between you and your doctor is what needs to happen there, Pyam. I feel like insulted that you even asked me that. Not really. You're great. I love having you here. All right, at time. I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm going to go get more water. And I hope you also go get water. It's important to stay hydrated. If you don't drink water, guess what? You'll die. Well, you'll probably just like get thirsty first or whatever, but then you'll die. So point stay. Damn, he really out here hitting the AO8, huh? That's literally AO8. Am I crazy? Maybe. Sorry, I'm not supposed to talk yet. Sorry. Damn, this guy's kind of nice with it. Whoa, look at this. He's actually like playing the video game. Oh, he's cut. He's cut. It's over. There's no shot. Oh, he has to be done now. It's zero chance. Brother, what? No shot. World record. What the fuck? Yeah, man, do a donut. You fucking earned it. That was insane. That was absurd. I'm telling you, it's good. I didn't know they were nice like that. I don't know. Yeah. Damn. You don't know how many doctors I asked about the COVID vaccine? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by asking about the COVID vaccine? Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Not allowed just to talk about it, just to see their response. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, shrill duck? You're on notice. We do not take vaccine slander in this chat. Absolutely not. Fucking vaccines are sick, dude. Well, actually, they're like the opposite. That's kind of the whole point, huh? Fair. All right, you got me on that one. Fair point. You did the front flip? I wasn't watching. No. Do you want to hear about the most embarrassing moment of my life? So, I went rock climbing once, as I do like all the damn time, and I bought a water bottle up at the front desk. And I'm realizing now this story is not funny or worth telling. So I hit 88 miles per hour in the DeLorean and tap danced. And I don't know how to land this plane, brother. I don't know. Falls from the rock climbing wall like it's the car in the video. I have kind of eaten shit from climbing. Not like this, maybe, but... We're just to complain about the lack of wheels. We've looked at the budget and have seen that there have been allocations made to accommodate a wheel. Please resolve the situation ASAP. Before we can begin to resolve the situation, actually, can we have a kickoff meeting about the resolution meeting? So actually, can we have like, okay, so first we should make like a kickoff document that'll explain how we're going to take a kickoff meeting to explain the situation where we don't have any wheels present. So then we can have a discussion about how like the wheels should be provided and like what the shape of that looks like. Then we can like set some milestones on like where the wheel should come from, how we want to source it, and then we can have like a daily like kind of catch up on where we're at with the wheel implementation. I want to cry. Yeah, no wheel. No wheel for you. Sorry. The wheel is dead. Where you couldn't code? Remember we had a hand incident? A hand incident where I couldn't code? Is it weird to me that there's more than one times that is true? What are you planning this now? Why are you planning this now? It's above your pay grade. For a meeting? Yeah, we're going to have a planning meeting for the meeting. We're going to have a meeting about the meeting. Discuss this at the Scrum meeting. Stop talking. Your Google Calendar is forfeit. I have learned a trick. For those of you that are Google Calendar maxing, may I present to you the following meeting. Create on your calendar a 4-hour block of time that just says deep work. And just leave it there. No one will put a meeting during that time. It's actually like the most OP tech in the universe. Because when people make meetings, they don't look at your calendar to see why you can't come to the meeting. They just pick a different time. So you could just fill that motherfucker up to the brim and people will just be like, I guess he's got other meetings. I do it all the time now. Schedule a block. It just says deep work. That's the don't fucking talk to me zone. That's when I actually have to do my job, because 80% of my job is talking about how I'm going to do my job and the 20% of time left that there is to do my job. So I gift to you the following information. 4-hour block, call it deep work. And then if people are like, can I interrupt you during that deep work? Be like, no, I scheduled a meeting. It's deep work. I'm not going to cancel my meeting. What? Come on. I have a meeting in my face with the keyboard. So true. The sky is blue, not gray. Yo, Bad Cup, what's up? Reoccurring block, 8 hours a day, every day. Dentist appointment. Yo, that's kind of the goat. I do love the power trip of like when you're work from home and you just put appointment. You don't gotta know. It's on a need to know basis. Am I going to the dentist? Possibly. Is it an important medical procedure? It could be. Am I getting a haircut? Listen, motherfucker. All you need to know is that it says appointment. Just tell me if you have these conditions. You should ask the doctor before getting it, but your doctor can't say anything about it. I'm not saying they're bad. Okay. All right. It's like an awfully long time to put that sentence together. I'm playing. Unless you think vaccines are bad, then I'm not playing. I'll just... I've banned for less. I won't even really entertain the idea that vaccines are even bad in like even the most marginal capacity. If you make too many blocks, they'll schedule a meeting at 6 p.m. Bad Cop, there's another solution. But this one is a little harder to pull off. But at Amazon, I did it. At Amazon, on my calendar, from 6 p.m. every day until 10 a.m. the next day, was a block that said, out of office. You can't put a meeting there. I'm not there. I'm out of office. All right, but sorry, not out of office. It was outside of working hours. And so no one scheduled a meeting during 6 p.m. to 10 a.m. because it's outside of working hours. Block EP time. Yeah, I sleep right after work. Sorry, I can't. You know how it is. I do think that's kind of a goated strategy, though. Sleep 16 hours a day. I think some people need to sleep more. I think 16 is probably egregious, but like, you ever slept 9 hours before? You wake up, you feel like you can fight God or become him. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Anyways, let's take a look at my YouTube recommendations. We got Mars, the greatest content creator for Super Smash Bros. That there's ever been. We've got It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which I don't really understand. Like, I watched the show a long time ago, and then like, I thought it was fine. I thought it was kind of funny, but like, I'm not really that interested in it. But it's currently the thing that YouTube is like, hey, you're like the biggest fan of this thing now. We have Hogwarts, or not Hogwarts, sorry, Harry Potter, which is like the other thing that YouTube's like, hey, listen, you've showed no inclination to Harry Potter. You've shown no desire to be watching Harry Potter. You haven't even fucking Google searched Harry and Potter in the same sentence in a long time. But we think we got you. We think that what you want in your life is Harry Potter clips. And I gotta be honest, YouTube, like, you kind of got the wrong guy. Is there like a new Harry Potter thing that came out or something? Like, I don't understand why all of a sudden, like, my entire, like, a third of my YouTube recommendations is every Harry Potter class, every Hogwarts class. You got the wrong guy. I'm sorry. You should be serving that up to someone else. Now, if it's Shortcat playing Mario Kart World, I mean, you got the right guy. Like, you got me. Or Marcel Voss playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. I'll give it up. I do want to watch that. Calamity Boss Rush music. Congratulations, you got me. Iron Man 2008 Cheeseburger First. It's not really me. It's not really. I'm sorry. I'm not really a superhero movie person, mostly because if you've seen like literally one superhero movie, I think you've basically seen all of them and then also like a little bit of extra credit. It's 30 degrees here. I'm dying. Listen, brother, it's never getting better. Just put the thing in the thing. We figured it out. We know what to do when it's too hot. You get one of these. Have one in the living room? Okay, so you have two options. But I'm working from my room. So, like, can you just, like, pick it up or what? Is it, like, on the wall? Can you, like, open a door? I feel like you can figure this out. You'll crush me like an autumn leaf? It's bolted? That does seem like it would make it harder. Maybe open a door. Listen. It's the 5th image one? Oh, that's what I got. Yeah, I got this motherfucker too. Yeah. These are not as strong as you maybe would want them to be, but I think if you really let it blast, maybe it'll like cool off your room a little bit. Or just go get some ice cubes and put them down your back or something. I don't know. Listen, people that live in the UK, people that live in Germany, who are like consigned to just never buying an air conditioner because they're like, oh, it just doesn't get that hot here. Listen, if you're complaining now, I have really bad news about like the global temperature. This might be the coolest summer of our lifetime. Like you maybe just want to go get the thing, little bro. You said the two countries I live in, but not the one in between. Or the ones you live next to. Yeah, there's a reason for that, Viridian, because you own an air conditioner. Because you actually already checked the box. Alright? Alright? You're good. In my book, you're good. I know too many Germans who are like, we just don't do air conditioner here. You should start. It's still cold here, bro? It hasn't become hot, really? A guy who lives above like the 45th lateral be like, it's not even cold in the summer. Yeah, okay, well, alright. Found out I don't have an air conditioner. If you complain about it being too hot one time, I'm going to smite you from the heavens. I'm sorry. Like, we figured it out. We invented the thing. We don't either. I'm one of the ones with the rare ones with an air conditioner. Then you're a genius. You solved the puzzle. Congratulations. You looked at the like advance of human technology within the last 8,000 years and were like, have we figured out a way to make a hot building not hot? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna get that. Apparently that message is not yet. They're not like high enough up on the tech tree over in the UK or something. It's hot for a very brief part of the year, so people don't bother. Yeah, that's. Now, like I'm aware of how seasons work. I'm just saying, if you live in the area where it gets really hot for a couple times of the year, like go get the box that makes it not hot. I'm not saying you got to run the motherfucker every minute of your life. I'm just If you complain about not owning your PC, pointing at Linux is literally the same thing. Listen, we have a mutual understanding here that every time someone brings up how you could like do what you want to do on Linux and it's better and easier, well, let's not say easier, but like that it's better, they're correct, all right? No one complains about Linux people not because they're right. They're usually right. It's that I don't want to do the inertia of changing all of my shit over. You just got hot for a brief moment, but the past years is awful. We've never seen 31 degrees in June here. So, I got really bad news. Yeah, I guess if it was like literally like 5 days a year, maybe you just like tank that shit. But even still, like humans are not that good at heat. I mean, we're good at heat over like long periods of time, but like not instances of it. Like I've been on this soapbox for a while, but like at 36 degrees wet bulb global temperature, at 36 degrees wet bulb global temperature, not the air temperature, wet bulb global temperature. At 36 degrees wet bulb global temperature, you die. Like you cannot get rid of the heat, right? Like that's the upper limit of human survivability. After that point, if you become too hot, you die. Like it's over. You can't sweat and get rid of more heat at 36 degrees wet bulb global temperature. If one person says, actually 40 degrees isn't too bad, I'll hit you with a hammer. Double dipping, I have solar panels too. You're living the dream. It is crazy to me that we kind of underestimated how OP solar panels are. It turns out they're like really fucking sick. Turns out the sun is like a giant ball of fire, and if you can capture like a little bit of the giant ball of fire, you can like power your whole house or something. It's really cool. Air conditioner is free. How much like Freon does it use? It's probably not like free, but in fairness, they've gotten better. That's true too, yeah. That shit's going crazy. I do like how we're like kind of running into the situation that we don't know how to store the power anymore. And it's like, oh man, how do we make batteries that are good enough to store the power? And then some people were like, hey, what if we use the extra electricity to move water from the low part of the river to the high part of the river? And then when there's no sun out, we let the water from the high part of the river flow to the low part of the river. We're like trying to mine every last piece of lithium out of the earth to make better batteries. Turns out you can just move water up and then later you can move it back down when you need it. It's pretty sick. Half the year I power my house for free. Fuck you, man. That's awesome. Panels make 3 kilowatt hours an hour and the aircon is 2.2. I bet your air conditioner is probably like the most power hungry thing that you have to. I don't know how much like your PC draws, but probably PCs probably draw more than an air conditioner. It is. Yeah, I figured as much. 2.2 kilowatts is pretty much is quite a bit. Your PC's efficient. They're pretty insanely efficient. Like just most of them in general, which is kind of cool. Like they run on the power of like a microwave, which sounds like a lot, but like my PC is doing like billions of calculations a second, and a microwave is literally like blasting micro radiation into my food. So like 100 to 200 watts idle. That's crazy. I mean, it seems both more and less than it should be, but it's really sick. My big props to the people who when John A. Computer invented the computer. Pretty sick. 1000 watt PS user for the peaks. Yeah, I figured as much. Your pile of computers is 300 watts difficult. Yo, Misaka, hello. Wait, I gotta do it back. Shout out. It's so nice to be on the other side of this, Misaka. I get why you do it now. It's fun. That's good. It's a good little thing. Go follow Misaka. They're like the greatest computer programmer to ever touch the planet Earth. There is this thing where like, when I jump into other game developers' streams, I usually be like, hey, how's it going? What are you working on? You know? And I look at the screen, they're like, oh, I'm making this like farming idle simulator game. It's like Stardew Valley. It's like, oh, you just like walk around. Here's the characters. We're working right now on making the cow script work, right? Okay, let me tell you the experience of tuning into a Meisako stream. So here's how the Meisako stream works. You log in, and there's like 15 IDEs open, and all of them look like a language that was invented before like we figured out assembly wasn't fun to type in. And it like she's just doing. I have asked like 500 times. I still could not summarize it to you. Meisaka is just on a different level of programming stuff. I got no idea what's going on over there, but I love watching. When they had some eggs, I'll send you like 3 eggs that I need you to burn so that the universe can like return to normalcy. But yeah, go follow Meisaka. They're awesome. Also, you can turn their hair into bad apple. It's the best. The best redeem anyone's ever invented. Yo, this song kind of gas. What is this? This is Chrono Trigger. Oh, that's why it sounds familiar. What is it? Of Time? Doors of Time? Corridors of Time from Chrono Trigger House. Yeah, this is sick. I like this. I don't know if I was too into the bit when I was describing the Meisaka stream, but it's good. Go watch Meisaka. Yeah. I just got a weird notification. Chrono Trigger playlist next? Dude, Chrono Trigger is so good. I miss when that was like the thing that they always ran at GDQ. Why? This isn't the time to rant about GDQ. Credit where it's due. GDQ went woke way before it was like mainstream to go woke. So I want to get it out of the way that I'm not complaining that GDQ went to hell because they started doing things like having trans people in pronouns. That was actually rad. They were on that train way faster than anyone else. What pisses me off with GDQ is the philosophy that they don't want to run games that they ran last year. Motherfucker, that's the good games. What? Listen. When you're like, yeah, we want to give more time for games so like Freedom Planet can get its day in the sun. Okay, all right, you know what? I'll give it up. You're right. We should all be, maybe we don't need to see like Ocarina of Time any % for the 9th year in a row. Okay, all right. Maybe this time we see like low %. Okay, sure. But when you got my ass out here watching like Kevin the Dolphin for the fucking Nintendo 64 that sold 8 copies, and we're watching the current world record holder, not because they have the best run, but because they're the only motherfucker on the leaderboard. Like, we gotta have a discussion about this shit, man. I don't know what's going on, and I'm watching a game, and they're like, oh yeah, this is like the snail seashell trick. We actually invented this in the Discord of 7 people, and then it's just like, is it like just random rainbow colors on the screen as they like do arbitrary code execution? I'm sure it's cool. I'm sure you did a lot of research. But like me, a layperson, you just look like you're driving a dolphin. I don't know what you're doing. Go back to Legend of Zelda. I understand that. Or like a whole day for Mega Man block. That's great. Tamagotchi any %? Can you just like turn it off and let the Tamagotchi die? Does that count as like an ending? I don't know. Pronouns. That is one of my favorite videos ever. I like the tweets that complain about pronouns that use pronouns because it's very funny to me. Like these people and their pronouns. Hang on a second. I don't use any pronouns at all. Interesting that you would say that. Anyways, that's enough. We don't need to talk any more woke. The woke game dev. What were we doing in our actual game? I don't remember. I had a thing pop up. What was this? Here we are. Twitch integration with channel points. Right. We're still doing the WebSocket, huh? Opinion on Jerboa mouses? I don't know what that is. Jerboa mouse? Dude, I straight up thought you were talking about like a mouse for like a keyboard. This guy's adorable. No, he's not. I take it back. Him leg too big. That's too much leg, not enough mouse. Like taking it individually. With big ear, I think it brings it back. Okay, listen. Little ear mouse, that is definitely too much leg, not enough mouse. Big ear mouse, I can kind of see it bringing it back around. I still think that's too much feet per mouse. Like, I think they need to change the like distribution of it a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The side profile, I don't like the side profile. Maybe, can I see like a little video of him like hopping around maybe? Oh, here we go. Little T-Rex arms. He do have little T-Rex arms, yeah. Guy's gone woke and that is why he's broke now. Is that why I'm broke? Oh shit. If you excuse me, I have to cry about the issues that only affect the 0.00. Yeah, you get it. Yeah. You have a GIF? Hold on. I don't know, man. That's... the ratio's all wrong. Nah, that looks... That's too much feet. That's too much feet. That's too much leg. He do look like a little kangaroo a little bit. I'll give it up. Like, he's pretty cute. I'm torn. I'm torn on this. Oh, he do just be like snacking though. Oh, look at him go. I wasn't ready. Hang on. His body like isn't moving. Man's in like one, he's not even rotating in the thing. He's in one place. Motherfucker is just like hovering. What? Look at him go. He's not even, he's just, what? I love that for him. Holy shit, he's got the ups, man. What the fuck? Sign this man now. What? Dude's got like a fucking 86-foot vertical. What? Whoa. Hold, pause. First of all, I want to see the mouse. This is the best. Look at him go. He's awesome. All right, I want to see the vertical again. Because I'm pretty sure, like, sign this man immediately. Yeah, okay. Literally any pro sport, doesn't matter. Fucking put the contract on his desk. His hands are so tiny. Oh, he's all, like, wet. My chest hurts? You should probably see a doctor about that. Probs, like, immediately. From this view, it's not too bad. When he's got big ear, I think it balances out. His ears are fucking big, though. Jesus. I don't know. Maybe. Aww. All right, that one's cute. That one, I like that one. No, not this part of the video where he gets like fucking eaten. Yeah, get out of there. Yeah, run, little man, run. Yeah. I love that for him. Yo, it's like a whole... What is a group of mice called? Meeson? Mouses? Mice? Rat pack? Myanmar. It's a Myanmar of mices? Ears look like they're made out of paper. A murder of mice? I don't think that that's correct. Look at these little guys. He's like eating a little nut. That's great. All right, kind of a nest. Really, it's just a nest. What the fuck? What? No, that was not a mouse. What the fuck? That was horrible. Huh? Don't ever show that to me again. I hated that. Oh my god. That was 0% mouse. What the fuck? Going back to game dev. That's gonna fucking pop up in my dreams later. What the hell was that, dude? Man. That's fucking creepy. Alright. WebSockets, huh? Disease caused by the mouse? I don't want to know. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, probably. Everything that lives in the desert is either poisonous, poisoned, or trying to kill you. That's my understanding of the desert anyways. Okay. What were we doing? What were we... Regret it? Shouldn't have gone back to see it? Why would you go back? Why must all cute things want to murder us? That's like not even remotely true. There's several cute things that don't want to murder us, like cats. There are cute things that do want to murder us, like real bad, like jellyfish. It's hard for me to blame them because like they don't have a brain or anything, but like what the fuck? Why are they like that, huh? They're just like little plastic bags floating around in the ocean. Some of them even glow in the dark. They're kind of adorable. And if they touch you, you die. Oh, okay, cool. That's neat. Love that for us. Cats might be the worst example. Cats don't want to kill you. Jellyfish be immortal like that? Are they like legit immortal? It does piss me off that humans like haven't figured that one out yet. We got to get on that. Preferably like within, let me check the time. I don't know, like 60 to 80 years would be like a good time frame for me personally. I think that would work out quite well, but that just seems like we should have cracked the code on that one already. Not like immortal as in they don't age. Yeah, they just like regen. They reset every once in a while. Yeah, like why can't we as humans do that? Like just like take me back, like put me like back into a test tube every like 90 years or so. Just like let me reset. Actually, maybe we already invented that and we just call it like reincarnation or something. I don't know. I'm not like that into it. Or that guy invents spirituality. Lobster got the perfect vibe. They stay young eternally and just get bigger. They still like age though. I feel. I don't know. I watched that one dude who like catches lobsters and then he gives them a snack and throws them back or whatever. Figure out recovery like Legacy where you cut off their arms, they can regen. Yeah, that seems OP. Seems pretty sick. Factory reset me. I installed too many viruses on myself. I do feel like, I don't know, like, can't we figure out if your kid's gonna have like asthma way early on and just like give you a shot or something? Like, I feel like we got to get on that, man. How are we still struggling with this stuff? I know why. Human bodies are extremely complicated. Or something like that. I don't know. Git bash. Look at me. I'm using GitHub. Is everyone proud of me? Phoenix. CD git status. Did we commit anything? Shit. Oh, it's just the obsidian. We have committed, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we were doing OAuth stuff, and we were getting to the point where, so like, we need to subscribe to an event. Have we finished that? DCF flow request complete. Request access token. On access token. If results. Okay, so we're here. So we completed the access request token. So now I want to subscribe to an event. Go to WebSocket. There was a billionth GitHub repo made recently. This name's shit. It was almost ours then, actually. They used CRISPR on a baby for the first time? That's sick, actually. Holy shit. Well, I don't know, actually, if that's cool. I think for things like the fixing genetic diseases, that's cool. I don't know if I'm ready to have, like, babies where you get to, like, pick the eye before you start playing the game or whatever. That's maybe not it, but they did surgery on a grape. It's true. They did. Twitch WebSocket, actually. What were my other Twitch searches there? Twitch WebSocket, Twitch Stats, and Twitch Doublelift. When was the last time I watched Doublelift on Twitch? Alright. I'm more of like a sneaky enjoyer myself, but I don't know. I do play the AD carry role. KJ Muldoon is the baby's name, by the way. I have no opinion on that. Filthy? I'm sorry. I'm back into League of Legends. I apologize. Okay. If you have played League of Legends and you hate on League of Legends, I understand you. My heart goes out. If you played the game and some people flamed you or you got into ranked and it turns out that everyone hates every single person on both sides of the rift, okay. Fair enough. Like, I understand where you're coming from. If you hate League of Legends and you've never played League of Legends, I don't respect you. Like, you're like, oh, I don't like broccoli. Have you tried broccoli? No, I just don't like its vibes. Fucking eat the broccoli one time. Just try it. Just try it. Then you'll have a real reason. But if you just hate it because it's popular and you think it's like the smelly game, you're correct, but I don't respect you. Imagine being the first baby to be gene edited so you don't die by the age of 20 because of a mutation. What a Chad. It is, like, I'm mixed on it because that's sick as fuck. But at the same time, are we about to engineer like a generation of super babies? I played League. I want my emotional stability back. Sorry, you checked it at the door. Now Sky will give a presentation about how you don't know if you're gay unless you have gay sex. You know, I want to agree. I want to disagree with you, but like nah. Sometimes I think you can just vibe check that one. Honestly, I think. Not sure. I think that one's like up to a vibe check. Yeah. I don't know, cause like I didn't really know I was ace until I like tried a couple things a couple times. Then I was like, oh yeah, this just like doesn't really work for me. Interesting. Don't hate League of Legends because of the gameplay. I hate League of Legends because the player base are hands down super toxic. See, now well, hang on. Have you played League? Because if you've played League, listen. If you've played League of Legends and you were ever in Diamond 5 or Diamond 4 when it was the lowest, or Emerald as it stands right now, and you say League of Legends is toxic, you are 100% correct. Like, I give you the utmost respect. I'll put you on the pedestal. Here's the mic, little bro. Say your piece. Plat is worse? No, it is not. The problem with Diamond 5, and I'm using this to encompass all whatever Diamond equivalent is going on now, is that every motherfucker in that tier thinks that they are 5 games away from becoming a professional League of Legends player. They are 5 at any given time. They are 5 games away from being esports famous and having a hot cosplay girlfriend. And the only motherfucker on the entire planet that stands between them and that dream is you. So the second you fuck up anything, the fucking wrath they will deliver up onto you is biblical. Which is funny, because as anyone who's been higher than Diamond 5 knows, there's basically like the climb from nothing to Diamond 5 is about as difficult from Diamond 5 to like Challenger. Maybe the second part is actually harder. Iron and Bronze is honestly kind of chill. There are a lot of Smurfs. Yeah, there's a big Smurfing problem in League of Legends, honestly. And it kind of sucks because I feel like it ruins games for a lot of people. But also it's like people that are just returning to the game and stuff. It's hard to figure out placement. Doing placements is just hard no matter what. But I'm glad that they're at least doing like Smurf queue and stuff. So it's getting a little bit better. But I think League is in a very fun spot right now. I've been enjoying it a lot lately. It goes up and down for me. Just jealous you can't be a super baby, admit it. Are you kidding me? Yeah. That you don't need to like waterboard that out of me. I wish I like was made in a lab and had like fucking, I don't know, was like genetically engineered to have like a perfect IQ or something. Well, no. Listen, I take it all back. I like the way that I am. I don't know if I want to be genetically super engineered now that I'm like actually weighing it out. I think I'm good. I like the flaws actually. In a different universe, Sky would be Faker. I think there's still a shot that I become very, very good at Sun Voltex, but I'm not sure if League of Legends is really in my purview anymore. Another reason is not to play these games at all. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if you look at that game and you're like, I like single player games, I respect you for being like, I don't really think I'd vibe with League of Legends. It's totally fair. I'm just saying, you can't hate it before you try it, you know? Well, there's one other exception, and that's if your friends do nothing but pressure you into playing League of Legends all the time. Or they play League of Legends with you for your first time and like send you on support and then flame you for not playing support correctly. That's fucked up. Would love to would absolutely want to be super engineer. I'm so messed up. It's funny. Yeah. The good news is you're not alone. I want to see a graph of like incidents of ADHD diagnosis graphed against social media usage, and then like subtract out the fact that we're just better at medicine now and better at recognizing like ADHD. Because I'm pretty sure social media is our cigarettes. I'm like 100% sure that it's our... Like my parents' had lead paint. My parents had cigarettes. We have social media and microplastics. Like we figured it out. That's the thing. I've been off Instagram. I've been off Twitter. I've been off everything. And oh my God, my life quality has never been higher. It's insane. No Blue Sky for me either. It's fantastic. I still like Discord a lot, but Discord feels much more like a community. Satisfied fool than a dissatisfied Socrates. Kind of true, actually, yeah. Especially when I was younger. I didn't like... I very much did not enjoy how smart I was growing up. It still kind of annoys me now, but... Sometimes when my game is terrible and smells like sulfur, that makes me at least want to try it. Yeah, well, you play like Dark Souls, Cobalt, so that's, you know, you got a different thing going on. Didn't have all these woke issues now. How can we care about mental health? When I was younger, we had to man up and man hack and be a man. Yeah, true. Yeah, why don't you just ignore your problems until they bottle up so hard that you like literally can't take the existence of living anymore? That seems like a much more healthy coping strategy. Remember trying it a long time ago? Not sure why I stopped, most likely because I was bad at it. League definitely is pretty punishing if you're not good at it. And I felt a similar way with the games like... Honestly, when I've played Fortnite for the first time, I felt a similar thing where it's like, this isn't fun. And before it gets fun, I feel like I have to do like 50 hours of homework. Like, I'm sure it's fun once you're good at it, but like, I just want to play a game with my friends. I'm not really sure I'm here to like lock the fuck in for 3 months so that I can begin to enjoy a game with my friends. I don't know. Only use Discord because I sort of have to keep context. I think Discord is solid because it feels much more like a community pretty much every time. Getting off Twitter is one of the best decisions you've ever made. It killed itself for me because I did my damnedest to block literally every post about AI bros, and they just kept popping up left and right. It was incredibly frustrating. Literally every post on my entire Twitter feed was like, AGI is right around the corner. If you're a developer, you might as well just quit your job and like never ever try to accomplish anything with your life ever again. It's over. Just stop now. Give up. You'll be worth nothing and everyone's worthless. Artists, it was your mistake for even picking up a pencil and like doing a thing that you enjoy, even if it's for your own expression, because if you look at this Mid-Journey thing, it can generate kind of shitty art. But think about it right now, like that's the worst it'll ever be, except when it does get worse, when the training data gets like poisoned by its own output into its own like generational model. But other than that, like you're basically, everything is ruined, everything is over. The only people that will rise to the top are super smart boys like me who can use AI like nobody else because we know how to type the prompts in. I just logged off. I've been to the mountaintop. I'm all good. A family member that's both an AI bro and a crypto bro. Ask them how it works. Ask them how AI works. It is a fantastic conversation. I've never been an AI bro who can nail it. And there will never be one who can nail it. Because if you understand AI and if you understand LLM, you will no longer be an AI bro. Because instead of being like, oh man, this AI is the coolest thing to ever exist and it could solve every problem, you just look at LLMs and you go, huh, neat. And then you move on with your life. Matrix multiplication goes burr. So true, so true. Me when the matrix multiplication isn't in first normal form. Oh, I gotta do extra burr. Join my prompt course to get ahead of the competition. Guy selling course on how to prompt meets guy selling course on how to sell courses on how to prompt meets guy who says in a gold rush just be the guy selling shovels. Good conversation. Yeah, that was my entire Twitter feed, and like I told Twitter a million times, like I'm not interested in this. Don't if it says AI, just get it out of my life. Yeah, I already did that, Sky. They get mad and then I have to listen to a rant about being a pessimist and a killjoy. I mean, if you're me, I kind of vibe with that. It's kind of a fun teardown. It's particularly fun for me because like I know that AI, like that's what I studied in college. Like I have a degree in computational mathematics. Like I studied artificial intelligence. It's just interesting, and like I get where they're coming from. It's two things. One, they want to be like the smart boy, and that's his own thing. But like two, sometimes people are just like legitimately excited about the technology, and like I don't want to go to those people and be like, haha, you idiot, how dare you believe in like human innovation, you fool. I guess the only time I really take issue with it is when it becomes like antagonistic. People should hope that others don't quit, otherwise the AIs can't learn fresh things. I mean, I don't want to say this with absolute certainty because there's possible that like architecture evolves, but like LLMs are basically as good as they're ever going to get right now. I really don't see, like they ate the whole internet. They ate the whole internet at a time when there was less content generated by AI. I really don't see how they get any better. We've run the numbers on the data and like we can change the context window from 1 million to 10 million to 100 million to 1 billion to 10 billion. They don't get much better. Like we're kind of we kind of peaked. I seriously think ChatGPT today is about as good as it's gonna get ever. Like, big jumps in AI don't come from more data; they come from like leaps in architecture, right? Especially this is the case when you've already consumed all of the data. Like, we already ate all of Reddit, we already ate all of like Google search. Like, there's nothing more to consume. We've invented the Ouroboros again. Of course, we'll teach you money making hacks. I should not tell you this because this is how I got rich, but I'm the kind of person who will teach you for only $1,000. Your newborn, the blood of a virgin, and the souls of the damned. Do you know the virgin and blood of a virgin generally means someone who hasn't been used in a sacrifice before? To which my question is, can you survive being sacrificed? I love that argument. Why are you hating on it? Just like, man, you want the full list? Or yeah, a little bit. I had a hearty laugh when I was told they trained on social media because I know too many people whose hobby is deadass to spread lies for a reason undiscernible to myself. You think someone would do that? Go on the internet and tell lies? It's crazy. That being said, like, I like the technology. Like, I think it's cool that it exists. And like, I think, like I said, for like helping people learn how to code or a ton of other stuff, like, I think it's useful stuff. So yeah. I wanna say that I'm the biggest AI hater, but I'm not like diametrically opposed to people using AI for a lot of things, so long as it's not like art, because what the fuck. As long as it's like licensed and trained, I don't really take that much of an issue with it. I just find it funny because it's way overhyped, and I know it's not as good as people think it is. And I also don't think that you should quit your day job if you're a software developer, because you're going to be able to keep doing that job for quite a long time. In fact, soon we will have an issue where we do not have enough people to do software developing jobs, which is extremely funny to me. Essentially, there's a trend that's happening right now where junior roles are kind of being phased out because people think that they're not necessary anymore, to which I reply they were never necessary. The whole thing about hiring juniors is that we're like keeping the next generation of software developers up and coming. What's going to happen soon, at least this is my prediction, is that since the pipeline of juniors entering the field has basically been cut off, the amount of seniors we have will slowly start to dwindle as people like retire and stop doing this work. And so I think there's going to be like this weird bump that's going to happen where senior developers are basically extremely in demand and there's no junior roles. This oil will grant you eternal use of the snake oil salesman. Yeah, that's the other thing that bothers me is like, we're just doing the same shit that we've been doing the whole time. Like, AI is just the next like crypto. It's already happened here, Sky. I believe it, honestly. I figured this was going to happen. Going to exploit the shortage with courses? Maybe. I've always thought about, if I had more free time, I would love to do like how to learn Python course on YouTube or something. I don't really know if I'm qualified to give that kind of advice yet, though. I'd probably want someone like more professional to do those kinds of things. But like, there's people that already have courses on how to learn, like how to do Python and stuff on YouTube, which is kind of crazy. You can just go learn stuff on the internet for free. Or you could take my Udemy course. It's only $3,000, but if you buy right now, it's actually 99% off. You only have to pay $300. I'm so generous. 12k euro month positions here, because anything less gets you nothing. Holy shit, what? Damn, I gotta move. 12k euros, jeez. Most of those are boring as hell. If you're able to make them entertaining, you'd be able to capture a market. I believe that. I don't really have the time for it right now, but maybe if this game dev thing, which is definitely what we're doing, maybe this game dev thing takes off and I have more time. There's a couple other projects that I definitely want to work on. The first one is becoming the greatest Sound Voltex player of all time, and then the second one is joining a band. But after that, I'm sure I'd have a little bit more free time. First one's definitely Sound Voltex. If I can free myself from the capitalist shackles, I'm going to spend like 4 hours a day playing Sound Voltex. Denmark? What time is it in Europe right now? Why am I'm being flooded by Europeans. Time in Europe. Someone in the comments being like, there's more than one time zone in Europe. I know. Oh, it's like 4 p.m. for y'all? Damn. That's like peak watch Twitch hours. Shit. Wait, I gotta be... How do I capture more of the European market? It's like, what, 11 p.m. for me right now? It's gonna go for a run, but meh. I'm too tired, man. Okay, so we're here. So let me rewind to where we were with all of this. This is the WebSocket reference. We need to subscribe to the event that is someone redeeming a thing. So how do we subscribe to an event? Welcome message. We got the welcome message. We did all of this stuff. Keep alive. Oh, right. So we need to do keep alive ping notification message. WebSocket reference here. Read more. I need to see the subscription. Reconnect, revocation, close message. Get event subscriptions. Yeah, this one. So we need to subscribe here. Almost time to go home for the weekend? Hell yeah, I'm excited for you. Dude, Fridays, I did not have the best Friday ever, but normally Fridays are such a vibe. I actually don't honestly mind working on a Friday because I know I get like 2 days off or whatever. Guy with absolutely nothing to contribute to the conversation be like, but I don't know. I just like Friday vibes. It's nice. Except when the Friday ends with everyone going and getting drinks with their coworkers. What the fuck is that? My summer vacation is coming up from work time for a relaxing 6 weeks. Fucking, how dare you say that in front? What the fuck do you mean 6 weeks of vacation? Can I have a job? Can I have a job where you work, please? 6 weeks of vacation? You gotta be, that's the best, that's, what? I get 10 days a year. What the fuck, man? Dude, I could do so much with 6 weeks. I would stream so much. I would work on so many projects. Holy shit, that sounds so nice. I gotta move to Europe, man. I have 9. I just use 6 weeks because I also take New Year's off. You have 9 weeks of vacation. I have 10 days. That's 2 weeks. You have 9 weeks of vacation? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Why do I live here? It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna get over it. It's 2 days more than I had at Amazon, I guess. Moving up or something like that. 30 days a year? I get that if I work at the same company for like 20 years. I think every year I work at my current company, I get like an extra day off. And then it caps at 10, so I think I get 20 total. I'm gonna cry. It annoys me because I would get more done if you gave me whatever. It's not the point. It's not the point. It's not the point. Got a dip. My friend's gonna teach me about the synthesizer now. Neat. Hey, good luck. 30 days here. If you're European, I'm about to ban you. I'm about to do like just a blanket IP ban. Anyone whose country code starts with that doesn't make sense. Anyone whose flag has 3 colors on it, gone. I feel like that hits most of Europe. Is that a what's a good stereotype for all of Europe? I got nothing on this. Anyone who has a better quality of life than me? I don't know, man. How do I just get the damn subscription? It's event site. We need the WebSocket subscription. Get event subscriptions. We want to subscribe. Understandable. However, consider we're all IT savvy for just a second. I'm not, so it's okay. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Breaking the rules on me. We're all IT. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. My bad. My apologies. Yeah, well, do you know how to subscribe to a WebSocket event? Probably not. You probably do. I don't know why I'm just being mean though, y'all. I don't need to be doing that. Could have been worse. Could have yeah. Could live in the US with 0 days off. True. I had one of those jobs once. I do. Let's just subscribe, man. Get charity campaign, charity donations, channel emotes, emote sets, chat channel badges. Subscribe. I need bits? A bits to your emote. Bits enabled? Get extension? How do I subscribe, motherfucker? WebSocket subscribe. Why we need Twitch in there, huh? Read more. Oh, read more here. This thing. This is the welcome message. Subscribing to events. Is this one? Use the create event subscription endpoints. Here we go. Okay, found it. Connect to WebSocket. The server sends you an ID. Use the create event WebSocket subscription with the ID and the thing you want. Mesaka the GOAT. How do you know all this about WebSockets and Factorio? You really got to pick a lane, huh? Thank you, Mesaka. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So true. So, oh, in the new YouTube video, Viridian, I have the best bit. I'm so excited for the new YouTube video. I actually did a subscription bit this time. And let's just say it took a little bit of programming to get it done. I'm pretty proud of it. We'll see how it pans out in the actual video, but I'm back, guys. I'm home now. It took nearly an hour. What did I miss? We've written 0 lines of code since you were gone. We wrote 0 lines. Isn't that crazy? You missed nothing. I'm having a bit of a yapper day. I won't lie to you, which is okay. Hey, listen, I worked like a regular job today. Sometimes you just gotta be a little yappy, all right? All right, it's a Friday. Everyone's chilling. We're in yap mode. It's all good. We listen to the Chrono Trigger EDM remixes. Everyone's having a good time. Maysaka's informing me on how to use a computer, as per usual. Always here for the yappers. You know, yapping is like a verb that people use in Japan now, which is really funny to me. People say like yapping. Jam starts in 5 hours? That's kind of sick. Should we just play games until the jam starts? No. I have to have like a sleep schedule and stuff. We can't be doing that. It sounded like such a good idea when I said it though. Okay, so we need to do a request to this. You could 12-hour stream, please. At the end of that, my voice would just have exploded. There would be nothing left. I'd be the husk of a man. You can hear like fucking speaking in whispers. What if you say please? If, listen, I'll make y'all a deal. If someone donates enough money for me to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart World, I'll do a 12-hour stream. There you go. That's my conditions to you. They're 500 yen in Japan. Imagine sleeping. I need to do that soon. Me too. Well, I don't like it though. Well, okay, that's not true. I like being rested. I don't like sleeping. Actually, I like sleeping. I don't like going to bed. I don't like going to bed. There's a double pack where you get both in a package. Pause. Pause. Mario Kart World and Switch 2. Do you need like a new Pro Controller, or is it the same Pro Controller? Buy Mario Kart World and the Switch 2 separately? Can you just show me shopping? The one time, Google, I'm trying to look for something to buy, you don't deliver. When I fucking Google, like, what is the temperature of lava? You're like, do you want to buy some lava-proof mittens? Now, when I'm like, can I buy the Nintendo Switch 2? You're like, oh, the Nintendo Switch 2 is a console made by Nintendo. I know. Let me buy the fucking thing. Let's go to Amazon. Okay, Google is dead. Long live the king. No, not Amazon Jobs. What? Am I logged in? I am. Nintendo Switch 2 with Mario Kart. Okay, here you go. It is 53,000 yen. That's not too bad, actually. Yeah, not bad. I could probably buy that. I probably want to go get it in person though. DDG, please. What is that? 53k dollar dues? 53,000 yen to USD. It's probably cheaper here. Yeah, it's 360, 367 here. Oh, DuckDuckGo. Listen. DuckDuckGo. Listen. I respect you if you use DuckDuckGo. Like, in principle, you are correct. However, DuckDuckGo uses Yahoo as its search engine. And, like, I don't want to insult the engineers that work at Yahoo. But, like, what are you guys doing over there, huh? We got it. You gotta be better than this. Yahoo can't nail... It uses Bing? I'm gonna cry. DuckDuckGo cannot nail the most fundamental search on the internet, which is to search your thing plus the word Reddit. It can't always pull that one off. Like, Google is actually just a search engine to find the correct Reddit thread. And in that regard, it's not actually too bad at its job. However, Bing, Yahoo, they can't pull it off. They'll like be like, yeah, here's Reddit. I'm like, no. You can't just take me to Reddit. I need like the correct Reddit page. I'm trying to look up the most profitable movie in 2010 that was in theaters. You need to be able to nail that. Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Kart World just for $5.99 roundabout. Damn. Do bang Reddit and then search, and we'll open Reddit search. Okay. Oh, all right. Listen. Sometimes people just want to complain about their problems with Genki, okay? I'm not always looking for solutions to everything, all right? Me when I have a problem in a room full of incredibly talented and smart engineers and they solve my problem. What the fuck, man? Why would you do that to me? Now you can also have Google AI hallucinate you a Reddit thread. That's wild. Did you know that, what's the fucking like pizza one that was going around for a while? You put glue on pizza. I don't want solutions. I want to complain. You get me. Yeah, exactly. Okay. This is for a webhook method. Dude, that's us. We're a webhook method. Adds a user update subscription. So we don't want user update. We want the other thing. Right. This is the token we need to store. We need to yoink our token out of this thing. I need to print this, but I cannot let y'all see what it is because I need to see what the field is. But I don't want to show you my token. Let me run this and print what it looks like. Because if you guys see my token, then we have to like start over. Print body. Let me see. I just want to see. Talk amongst yourself for a moment. It didn't work. Initializing Twitch WebSocket? Question mark. Oh, that's if the result does not equal okay. All right, hang on. Print body. I just need to see the key so I can store the key as the token, and then none of you can ever see it again. Right, it needs to be this get body.get string from UTF-8. Yeah, I can't see chat right now either because Godot is taking up my entire screen. I apologize. Expecting this after closing arguments. Yeah. So this looks like what? Status message authorization pending. Wait, what? So it's not done yet? WebSocket is closed. Wait, hold up, pause. Unrecognized message type session keep alive. Wait. I tried to print the body here to see what the token was, but I don't see a token out of this. Huh? It should be on the end of this token request. This is on the token request completed. Confused? What? I just got message authorization pending. Do I need to like poll or do I need to like wait for the next message or something? The thing is I didn't get another message. I just got the result of this thing. Authorization pending. Do I need to do the flow again? Do I need to do this flow again? On the DCF flow? This guy can't see his post bread. That's a lot of bread. That's some neck pillow, which is for the... Oh, what? That's not for me. Those people that go like, no Instagram, I posted there for anyone answering to my question. Please help. Like, yeah, why not just repost the question instead of linking to whatever profile website? You know what confuses me about that? Is like, if I'm on Discord on my phone and my friend sends me a link to Google Maps and I click on the link to Google Maps, first of all, Discord goes, whoa, chill. You're about to leave Discord. Are you sure you want to leave Discord? But you're on our app. Why would you go anywhere else? Why wouldn't you stay here in Discord? And then you gotta be like, listen, Discord, I'm sorry, but like I need to look at the map app and like you're not the map app. I apologize. Then Discord's like, okay, well, I hope you come back. Anyways, your phone then takes the request to open Google Maps. And do you know what it does? It opens the App Store and shows you the app, Google Maps. And then that motherfucker just has a button that says open underneath it. Yeah. No, like I know what an app is. Open it in fucking Google. Instagram does the same shit. I click on a thing on Instagram and I'm like, hey, can I watch this thing on Instagram? And Instagram goes... First of all, I get like a message in Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger first. Whoa, what? Are you sure you want to leave? You want to go somewhere else? You want to go to a different app? You don't want to stay here in Messenger forever where all your friends are? First of all, Facebook, you fucking own Instagram. I'm going from Facebook to Facebook. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Anyways, I click on that, and then instead of opening it in Instagram, it again opens the App Store and goes like, hey, this is the Instagram app. You can't install it because it's already installed. But you can open it from here. And then if you open it, it just takes you to the like, Instagram homepage. How is it we've designed apps that none of them work? Malicious compliance? I know. Pretty worn out by now, and it's kind of water. Oh, this is about the neck pillow. My dumbass just reading every message. I think we need to do this again. Do we need to do this every time? Do we need to do this one every time? We have the device code. I think I need to see this body. Print body dot string get string from UTF. It's 8. This should give us a link that we can click on to authorize this device now. Yeah, verification URL is like this. Firefox. Activate. Am I gonna get a new code every time? I thought I only had to activate it one time. No, it said that code was from 4 days ago. I don't think this is correct. I think we've already done this. So then why does this one return that it's pending? What is this Twitch chat RPG idea? So the idea is that you're gonna have like, you can create a character through the channel point redeems. And then in the bottom left corner of the screen, the characters will be like fighting a boss the whole time while I'm doing like game jams and stuff. And then your character can like level up and stuff. And it'll track your character. And then every day people can join and we try to see how high we can get before the end of the stream. Like as you when you kill the first boss, you go to like floor 2. From floor 2, you go to floor 3 or whatever. Yeah. You have to refresh the token after the first initial authorization to not have to reauthorize through the browser every time. You have to refresh the token. What I'm confused is like why this one just says it's pending on the return. On this request here, access token request. Read again. You have to refresh token. You have to use the refresh token after the first initial authorization. I don't even have a token yet. That's what I'm saying. This hasn't even given me a token yet. I'm sending the token request, and I'm sending the client ID and the device code. But when I look at the request, the response for the access, like just to ask for the token, I don't get a response back yet. Imagine going with like left 4, up 7 to move in a mini world, and then go like attack, fire, magic. Yeah, imagine that. That'd be crazy. Could you imagine if someone like made a Twitch RPG like that, and then like you could like interact with the if you could like interact with the Twitch chat like that, like you had to like play each individual thing like that, would be so crazy. Anyways, I just thought I'd like bring this up and put this on my stream or whatever. It's completely unrelated. Shout out to Falanier for making Falanier Fantasy. That's what the game is. It's really sick, actually. Look, what if people actually like playing it in the thing? Yeah, you can like go to the shop. Kind of cool. I think it would like not work as this is the reason I want to do mine with channel points instead of like in-game commands, is I don't think it scales as well. But that's both good and bad, because like with a smaller audience, this feels a lot more interactive than like channel points, right? So I think like sub 200 people, maybe this is a more interactive way to do it, and then you're actually like having a game with chat, and like people in chat are you can be more interactive than like simply, you know, watching your character do things on your own. Like you can actually control what your characters are doing, and like same thing, you can use like up and down, you can attack, you can like do classes and skills and stuff. What I want to do eventually is have a client that you can download on Steam that will let you like, you don't have to do this, you can play the game just with channel points, but I want you to have like a UI you can download on Steam where you like type in, so like you'll be presented like this, you'll type in twitch.tv, Skyger TV or whatever, and then it'll show you your character and it'll show you like your inventory with like items you collected from drops and stuff. And then if you play the game through this interaction, you can do stuff like crafting and like equip different items and stuff. So you can play the game normally just by interacting with channel points. If you want to get fancy with it, you can do this, like customize your character a little bit more. That's eventually what I want to get to be able to do. Nice robot head. It always looks like a robot. That's eventually what I would like to be able to do. And then you can have like professions and stuff. You can like do cooking instead, or maybe there's like a marketplace. You can like sell items or whatever. And eventually I think it would get to the point where the game is standalone on its own, that I could like run a Twitch server that could just, or like a Twitch account that would just play the game. Make an app for Twitch that allows the viewers to actually bully the streamer. Like use points to redeem Alt F4. I'm sure people already have stuff like that. From one I'm gonna throw up in my mouth a little bit. From one content creator to another, you kind of gotta be careful with how much control you give to the chat. There's a reason we don't have any channel point redeems. I found it extremely frustrating when I would play Osu, when I let people use like channel points or whatever to request songs, because it kind of interrupts the momentum. I feel like it takes like, I don't want to say the control of the stream, but like it trades off sort of the vibe that you have with the stream, where you no longer feel like you're like a person doing a thing and talking with chat. You feel like you're at like the whims of this like faceless mass that just wants you to do a bunch of weird things for content. Spin the wheel? What are you talking about? What wheel? I don't know. Your wheel? People keep talking about this wheel. I have no idea what they're on about. It's so weird. But for some people, that's what they want, and I'm not gonna disparage those people. Like, your stream however you want. Yeah. You know how I want to stream though? I want to stream some advertisements, because it's ad time. Where's the Minecraft parkour? It's actually been ad time for like 20 minutes. I'm sorry. Here you go. All right, I'm gonna rest my voice for a little bit. I'm gonna go get more water. Maybe get a little snack. I'll be back in a bit. Yeah. All right. Enjoy the ads. Or if you're a subscriber, I don't know. Just enjoy living your life, I guess. Ads. BRB. I really need to get like a better overlay. You know who has good overlays and good channel point redeems? Don't make me shout them out again. I'll do it. I'll do it again. Not afraid. All right, BRB. We're so back. We're so back. May I ask if you made your avatar model yourself or had it made for you? You for free or for money? No, I had this created for me. I think it is linked in the Twitch thing. But I got an extremely talented and professional and person who has made for creators way cooler than I, person to make my VTuber avatar. They're down here. I don't ascribe to the whole like papa mama thing. I think that's like a weird way of putting it, but Ayuri, I don't know how to say this. This person, they made my thing. They are incredibly talented. Look at all this cool shit they make, man. They're so good. Low-key, this looks a little bit like AI, but I know they're real because they made my avatar. Yeah, so they made it for me. Very talented person. Apparently they have changed their ways to draw a lot of things that are apparently not safe for showing this. Professional and person? You mean to say that the professional is not a person? It depends on the professional, to be honest with you. Yeah, they used to make VTuber avatars. I don't really know if they do anymore, if they just do more like illustration. I guess this is like from way long ago. Not sure. Yeah. Yeah, they made it. And then I got a rig. For the rigger, I got someone on Fiverr to do it. I think the whole thing cost quite a bit of money, honestly. But I was working at Amazon at the time, so money didn't exist to me. And now I can't even afford a Nintendo Switch. Isn't that fucking tragic? I can. I just moved apartment, so I have no money in the bank account at the moment. I promise I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. Can't say that on stream? I can say whatever I want. What are you gonna do? Cancel me? Please don't cancel me. No. Or actually, if I do something that's cancel worthy, probably do cancel me. But at the moment, I think we're all chilling, right? Money didn't exist. What the fuck? I got paid like 200,000 USD a year when I worked at Amazon. Yeah, I kind of forgot that money was real. From restaurant trash cans, it saves a lot of money. Yeah, yeah. No, Amazon, like Fang's salaries are made up. It's literally like, I don't want to say I couldn't have spent all of it if I tried, because I did try and moved to Japan and like lived without working a job for a year and a half. But it's a ridiculous amount of money, especially if you're just like a single person. Jimmer canceled for playing Minecraft parkour at 1.25x speed. I'm sorry, it was requested of me. I didn't mean to cook your neurons, okay? I thought that shit came pre-baked. I thought that shit was done before the stream started. Never a foxboy or a catboy, was a raccoon. That hurt a little bit. Sitting in front of one in a self-made paper-made cosplay of a trash can for the restaurant. Oh, that's good. Then the food delivery is just like free. You do got to watch out for like other things that would come through the trash can. I'm not really sure I'm ready to hit like the Wendy's parking lot jungle juice. I don't know if that's really for me, but like anything else, I don't know. People waste food a lot. I just don't want cooties or anything. Okay, what are you looking like? Can I do this now? I got to take it off stream. Hang on, don't look. Nobody look. Print body dot UTF-8. Get stream from UTF-8. Yeah. If I do it again, am I in like request pending mode? Yeah, authorization pending. I need my token, little bro. How will I know if this is done pending? Yo, Rosa, how's it going? Hello, hello. Sashiburi. Tokoro de. Sugi no takutaku wa. Oh, bye. Oh, okay, never mind. I take it all back. The raid and run. I respect it. I'll see you in the Discord later, probs. Never mind. I was going to talk to you about the tech talk, but hey, how's it going? I hope you had a good stream. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me give you a shout out, by the way. Another fantastic developer who went to Tokyo Game Show with me. Do I do roast on tech or do I do the hiragana? I think it's like that. Okay, it's good. That works. That works. Thought it was TikTok? What do you mean by that? You think I'm giving TikTok vibes? Yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, okay, so I don't understand. Like, status 400, message authorization pending. When you said tech talk, oh, my bad. Yeah, my Japanese accent is bad. I don't know how to say a lot of English words with like the Japanese accent to make them understandable in Japanese. I struggle with that quite a bit, actually. Some of them are easy, but some of them, like bouldering, I just can't not say the English version of it. I think bouldering is like boulderingu or something. I have to look at the spelling one more time. But like doing loan words into Japanese is hard, man. Some of them are like just like a soft meatball, but some of them are tricky. Any ing word is like, you gotta like slow your roll at the end because you can't just like hit that shit at speed. You gotta like pump the brakes a little bit because it all of a sudden 3 letters turn into like 3 separate characters. Anyways, old man rants or yells at cloud. Let me look at the authorization flow one more time. That's Minecraft. Let me look at the authorization flow one more time. No, so this is for the token. Okay, back up. We're not even here yet. Client ID content. Yeah, this. The request succeeded returns the HTTP status code 202. Responsibility indicates a JSON object that echoes your request. Get a list of the events you subscribe to. No, we're using the DCF flow, right? Yeah, DCF flow. Twitch WebSocket TCF flow. Borudaring. I'm not good at Romanji because I'm dyslexic. I apologize. But yeah, I think you're onto it. Yeah. Russ, I'm ready to raid and run here too. Have exams. Hey, good luck on your exams. Nice playlist right here though. It's the lock-in playlist, but thank you. I should like share this or something. Oh, and then it hits into Starjunk 95. You bless the playlist with like a banger song. Okay. Is this what I want? What was it? What was it? DCF? WebSocket DCF flow. Twitch. Yeah. Device code grants. So we're here. We did this. We did this. We did that. Next up is obtain the refresh token access pair for the current completed authorization. To do that, we'll utilize the device code sent, which signals our thing. Yeah, my response doesn't look like this. My response looks like a thing that just says it's pending. Before the user completes authorization, the client cannot obtain the tokens. In this scenario, we will send the following response when the client attempts to obtain the token using the device code. The device code is one-time use only. Once the device code has been used to obtain the tokens, the client will receive the following. We haven't received this yet, so we haven't gotten our thing. Before the user completes the authorization, so we're not done yet, huh? I feel like we did click this. Well, let me go through. Let me walk through this one by one because maybe we didn't do it correctly. Prints body dot UTF-8. Yeah, let's try. Let's take a little peek. Take a little thing. We're gonna go here. Copy. No one steal my token. Actually, it wouldn't even work because I already used it. If I go here, activate. View your channel point rewards and the redemption on your channel, which is great. Created 4 days ago. Hey, Santa, thanks for the follow. Let's see. For each request, you have to click the button, and then after clicking the button, you have to request the tokens. I get that. That's... Imagine the bot named 2FA and actually succeeding login. Will it be able to say it's human then? I don't know, man. I'm starting to get pretty bad at like pick the traffic cones out of the picture of 5 traffic cones. So like maybe we just let the bots do whatever they want at this point. That shit's getting like crazy difficult. You're using device token immediately currently. So you want me to do, wait, you want me to like log in within the 10 seconds? Is that what you're saying? So I need to, okay. So I need you to fucking chill until I'm ready for you to do the thing. How do I do that in Godot? You have to get a link, click, then request a token. Oh. Wait. Well, I don't want to like DDoS their servers either because they're probably going to hate me for that. So I can't just sit here and like request over and over. But what I can do is send a message like every second until I do the thing. What we'll do eventually is probably in the actual game, we should just add a button here that's like click to get authorization token or something. Let's just make sure that that even works first. So first of all, don't look at my token. I want to yoink from here the actual token though. Well, here I can do if header. Oh, wait, I want to do this to JSON. How did we do it last time? I want to do it the same way. Yeah, this thing. So I'm gonna do if this equal, was it 200 on success? 400. This is probably a 200, right? I assume. Almost certainly. Probably. Request one link when an answer comes, accept it or resend it. Right, but the tricky thing is these things like chain off of each other. So I need this one to wait until after I'm done with clicking the link. As it stands, it fires off of when this is done. It's not as simple as like when I click the link, then send the next request, because this is happening like programmatically in the game. With no answers after said ticks delta time, resend 1. I want to make sure I'm getting the right message back though. Put a 10-second sleep for now. Yes, I can make the thing do it over and over. That's not my problem. I want to know when it's successful. So I need to know when this is. It'll look like this. I don't want to. I just want to see that this. But this might have a key value issue now. So you're gonna do that. So we'll do this. Payload equals this. If var. This is Python posting. If payload dot has, man, come on. It's like dot has. Work with me, Godot. If payload, it's not any, it's dictionary, motherfucker. Why not await first, then do second type of code? Right. So when I click the button outside of the game, how does the game know that I clicked the button? We need something in the game to trigger once I'm done clicking the button. The button is outside of the game. The authorization flow happens outside of the game. I don't want to go make a button right now. Second can only trigger if the first trigger before that. They trigger one after another. So the first thing that happens is the DCF flow is completed. Once the request to get the DCF flow is completed, then the request token access is sent. The problem is when the DCF flow is sent, it gives me a place where I can log in with a device code. I need to log in with that device code before the request token request is sent. However, the game doesn't have any indication on when I clicked on, when I finished the DCF flow, the manual part. So the way you can do it is either A, every 1 second, just try it again. Or, I mean, just keep trying it until you see that there's something in the payload that has the key that the token is successful. Or B, you add something into the game like a button that says, when this button is pressed, then send the next thing. I don't want to make a button right now because I feel like that's, first of all, I don't even know if this is going to work, so I don't want to make any UI elements yet. Okay, so seriously though, why does dictionary not have like dot has key? Pulling every second is the way? I agree. Has. It's dot has? Does anyone know why this type hint isn't working? Is it just that it, like this? Okay, legit. Does anyone know why this type hint isn't working? Did I do this wrong? Whatever. Whatever. It's not that important. If it has the access token, then I want to print. You can only use it one time though, huh? If your ID your outgoing request, use response IDs matching the outgoing ones to see if the latest pressed button was yours. But how the game doesn't see the request for the button press. That happens outside of the game. When I type in the URL into Firefox, none of that is happening in Godot. So Godot has no access to be able to see what those requests are. Yeah, so I don't want to print the access. Can I like log this to an environment variable? I could do like, yeah, missing if, yeah. I could just say print access token found or something, but if I only get one, the client should store these tokens for future exchange tokens. Yeah, so if I see it, I actually need to store it. What's a good way of doing this? How do you store an environment variable in Godot? Godot store environment variable. Set environments. Steam app ID? No, you are going crazy out there. That's what cookies are for? I feel like we have a misunderstanding on what is happening. We need to store it in Godot. Actually, we need to store it on my computer. None of this happens in the browser. You're not storing environment variables usually? Well, I can't like print it and copy and paste it somewhere. I guess I could like store it to a text file. I could write a text file with my key, I guess. Is os.get environment or something? It should check the docs. Does Godot have an OS? Godot package. Write in a temp file or just yank the Godot to a second screen? Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to yank to a second screen though. We have an OS class. Can we do get locale, user ID, version, get temp directory, kill, move to trash. Yeah, it does environment variables. Yeah, get environment variable. Is there a setter? Set environment. Yeah, there you go. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can do it. Interesting. I do have to remember after this stream, I need to store this to my actual computer and make sure it saves. This is the value of the environment variable to value. The environment variable we set for the Godot process and any process execute with execute after running set environment. The environment variable will not persist to process run after the Godot process was terminated. Fuck. That doesn't work. Man. Like something that overwrites itself at a certain space with the token. Yeah, I think it might just be like write to a temporary file. That sucks. I just like throw it in the get ignored and move on with our lives. That's weird that it doesn't have like environment. How do people do like getter setter for environment stuff in Godot? I can't be the first person to have this problem. Like what if you have like an API key or something? Where do you store that shit? Huh? I cannot be the first Godot user to want to do this. And if I am, I reject your reality. I don't know. Set restart and exit? No. Like processes work in operating system? Yeah. Okay, we'll just write it to a file, I guess. I don't know, that kind of sucks. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but oh well. So we need something like this. Create new folder. Call it what? Like secrets? Probably a good one. And we'll set the color to be gray. Don't look in there. These aren't for you. Create new text file. Call this what token? Twitch token? Twitch tokens? Like this. My question is, what I want this to look like, because we have two tokens. We're gonna have the access token, and then we're gonna have the refresh token. Actually, this should be a JSON now that I think about it. Twitch tokens.json. So that way we can do this. We can say access token, and then we can do refresh token like that. And I think those are the only two that we need. Which one of you is it? Which one? Which of you? Okay, here we go. Yeah, access token, refresh token. I don't actually know how you... Oh, expires that is probably a good one to store. That's a good point, yeah. Auto maps? What do you mean by auto maps? These need to be double quotes. What in the fucking... No. I don't know what that song was, man. We're gonna skip it though. Expires in... like this. I want to make sure that I can write to this file. I don't super know how to write to file. Godot write to JSON file. I say JSON for not supporting comments and trailing commas. I completely agree. Maybe like YAML is better. Step-by-step tutorial specific for loading, storing JSON. You don't like YAML? You like YAML less? Actually, I think YAML's better than JSON. Me personally, it's not better. What are you talking about? I love YAML. Plus, it's a funny name. You could just say YAML. I do think my only gripe with YAML is that it is completely unfucking readable. The YAML Norway problem? What? What the heck is that? Okay, saving games. What? That's not what I'm talking about at all. Serializing. Save dict. What? Serialize the data. Girl, what are you on about? What? Yeah, I just want JSON. For a simple game state, JSON may work, but it generates human readable files that are easy to debug. JSON has many limitations. You don't gotta tell me. Use gdconfig. I don't think that this is the correct thing to store in a config. Because config will contain things that are not necessarily secrets. YAML parses no is false. Oh no. Hey, so quick question. What's Norway's country code? I don't feel so good. How do I do that? How do I do this? How do I do JSON? How do I do JSON? Binary serial? No. Object set load? Oh, it's just JSON load? Is that? Really? Process all this JSON string. Where's the save though? I guess it's just save. Countries GB, IE, FRDE, no parses to countries GB, IR, FRDE, false. Oh no. Function save, return saved dict. Save nodes equals get tree, get nodes, and group persist for node and save nodes. Function save. This doesn't do anything though. Yeah, show me the file system tutorial. Okay, that was unhelpful as fuck. For node and node that same path is empty, continue if node has method. Save file dot store line. Oh, it's save. Oh, it's this dot store line JSON string. So we would do something like. Okay, so again, we only get one try at this, so I want to make sure we're doing this right. So I'm gonna, even when the status is 400, I want to save some garbage to our file. So what we do is this: save file equals file access dot open. Do we do we would do user, right? Because that's. Can I just do this? Do I want res or user? I probably want res because that's where our path is. And it's file access right. File access right. So now I have a thing. If I can spell. So what I can do now is say save file.store line. Can you work with me? What is this object? I have no idea. This is a what? All right, what do you return? Returns creates a new file access object. Okay, so this should be a file access. Which means we should be able to type in this. So we can say store line. Now to get the string, what we want to do is say json.stringify. And let's just make up a dictionary here. Let's just make up a guy. And we want to have 3 things in our thing. So the first one we're going to have is the access token. So access token. And I'm going to make a token up here because I just want to see that this works. We're going to have a refresh token. This. We'll call it 1, 2, 3 ABC. And then we'll have an expires in. Expires in this. I want to make sure that that's right. Access token, refresh token, expires in. Yeah, that looks good. So what we can do then is say var tokens equals this. Then we'd say storeline tokens. So if this works correctly, we're getting the wrong response, but this should then update this file to have these things in it. So we got the device code. The following files are newer on disk. Reload from disk. Cannot open text files. Res secrets Twitch tokens.txt. It didn't work. Try again. Are we like holding the access from it? Is that why I can't do it? Reload from disk. Weird. Do I need to, maybe I need to close it? Let me click save and then click close. Try again. That's weird. Is this gonna pop up again? No? Maybe I hadn't saved it the first time. Okay, so if I close this now, it should have the stuff. It doesn't have the stuff in it. Why doesn't it have the stuff in it? It's supposed to have the stuff in it. You're supposed to have the stuff in it, man. Close. This did not work. Store line, stringify. My JSON string is stringify. Node.call save. That just makes it a dictionary. Why didn't this get written to the file? It has write access. Put the tokens in the bag. Just put the tokens in the bag, little bro. Breakpoint this. Chip it. Okay, we're at the breakpoint, so I say go. I close this. What? Oh, weird. It. Hold on. Showing file system, maybe? Maybe it does need to be user? I don't think that that's right, but let me try it. Go. Store line on null value. No, okay, so it is res. Why can't it read this thing, man? What the heck? Pass. Okay, so we're here. Yeah, reload from disk. So you should have the stuff now. What? I'm losing my goddamn mind. What if I delete this? What is it open in? Oh, it's open in this, I guess. Y'all, I broke the game. Cancel. Cannot remove. Yeah. You told me. I get it. I get it. Delete. Remove. So if it doesn't exist, can I create the file? File access dot what? Create? I don't want to create temp. I want like a dude. Close, create temp. Oh, keep. You just do create temp with what? If keep is true, the file is not deleted. That sounds correct. Flush, get 8, get 16, get as text, get buffer, get CSV line, double air, get file as bytes, file as string, get float. When I use gdconfig, because if there's other things I want to store in my game, let's say I want to store in the gdconfig what the highest level that everyone's gotten to. If that's in the same file as my tokens, I cannot commit that file to GitHub because it has my tokens in it. So I need to store it in a way that isn't with gdconfig because this file, whatever I generate, needs to be ignored because I can't upload it to the GitHub because then people can like yoink my tokens. Yeah. To make two gdconfig files? What are you talking about? What? Maybe you don't understand how gdconfig works then? It's a separate config file? I'd still have to write. Wouldn't I have to do the same thing though? I'd have to like write to a gdconfig file. I mean, I can look it up. I'm pretty sure we're like one line away from getting it this way. Gdconfig. CFG file. Config.set. Config file.new. Config save. Yeah. This is the same thing as JSON, right? Am I crazy? It's literally the same thing. You're creating a file. That's what I want to do. Yeah. Okay. How do I? What's the? So I could just do temp. It's worked in as GD optimized. Yeah, so it's file access. It's input output either way, man. I'm gonna hit you with they both work on that one. So I think I'm gonna do create temp, and then I say keep bool equals true. The thing is, if it already exists, I want to load it though. How would I do that? Open for write should create the file if it does not exist. I'll take your word on it. Oh, right. I think it's like my operating system is being like, you're not allowed to touch that file, when like, yeah, I am. So it'll say, it'll create it for me. What? Why did that work? Why didn't the other one work? It's a permissions thing. It's just a permissions thing. I think it's Windows being weird. Maybe it's because we're not running Godot in like administrator mode? That's strange. A typo? It's literally the only thing I changed was I deleted the file. If I run it now, what happens? Or let me like change one of these. What happens? Okay. I'll wait for it. That should be far enough. If I say cancel and then I open it. Yeah, it's the old one. That's weird, man. I don't know what's happening here. I think you just have to run Godot in like administrator mode or something. It's for some reason it's like lacking the permission to write to the file. Because if I click reload from disk, it just works, I guess. I don't fucking know, man. That's what I did last time. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't formatted correctly or something. I seriously, I have no idea. I don't know. I don't need to know. It works. I don't know why that didn't work the first time though. That's super strange. Well, either way, it works. So what we need to do now is, we would want to do this. So we need to get the payload first. Get to the file access line again. Yeah, it looks like this. It's the same as it was. So payload will equal. Okay, we say if result. No, if. So we'll say var payload equals body dot UTF, get string from UTF, and we want to convert this JSON dot parse string like this. This will be body like this. File access truncate or something like that. That option too. Yeah, I'm not sure why it wasn't working, but it's working now. That's all that matters. Say payload like this. So we're gonna say if payload dot truncates the file on open according to the docs. I legit I think we just needed to I think it's like the PyCharm bug where if you name a file something and then create another file with the same name later, it like fucks with the permissions. I think there's just something wrong with the permissions. I think when we created the file the first time, we created it as like a TXT, and the second time as a JSON. I think it just got borked or something. I don't know. But they separated again. Yeah, I think it's just a weird permissions thing. You just needed to delete the file and open it later. Or maybe it's because this time the file was created by Godot in the code, that it has like a different read-write permission set on it. I don't know. What will this look like on a success? It should. Well, when it's not a success, we know what it looks like. So we want to make sure that when the thing we get back is not the success. So we want to make sure that like, if we get message authorization pending, we want to pass. So else if. So we should do this up at the top. Well, no, we can do the early return here. We're going to do this. We're going to say if payload dot message, if it equals authorization pending, return. So we can keep spamming this. If it hits this thing, then it's just early returns. There we go. Hey, Yakko, how's it going? Welcome in. So we do that. And then when we're good, when we're chilling, then what we're going to do is actually get the real access token and all this stuff out of the payload. And it should just look like this. It should just look like this. We're going to say payload access token. I'm gonna copy and paste because I'm a dyslexic idiot baby. Refresh token. By the way, it's not the end of the world if we don't get this on the first try. It's just that every time we do, we have to do the entire flow over again. And then token, oops. We say expires in. Payload expires in. And I want to make sure that these keys are the same. They are, okay. So now what we can do is we need a global variable for checking this thing. So we're going to say var received token equals false. When we get to here, we can say receive token equals true. And then here we can say while received token is false. We can run this, and then we will say Python posting. We'll say await get tree dot timeout, create timer 1 second dot timeout. That. I think that's how you do it. You do await like that. I think that works. Good night, Capwoids. It's 22. Just, I don't know what that time means. What is that, like 10 p.m. at my time zone? But I seem more EP than you. That's fair. Well, hey, Rejanky. I hope you get some good sleep. Use JSON stringify dict. You have pretty print. I would love to test that out, but then you would see my key. Get that weird feeling of incompletion when your code works the first try and you don't have to fix anything. I assume that it is still broken and I just didn't catch what I was supposed to fix. So now this should keep sending the thing over and over. I'm going to print here before I do the return, actually, just to make sure that this is all working. I'm going to print waiting for auth. I can actually just print authorization pending, huh? So I should click this link. I should see authorization pending, authorization pending, authorization pending. Now I go to this URL here. I click copy. I go this. Like this. That's not right. I only have 10 seconds before the thing explodes, huh? All right, we gotta be quick. We gotta be swift. Go here. Copy. Go here. I click activate. I'm going. Authorize. Fuck. Invalid access to. Oh shit. That was our token, bro. I needed to do has if payload dot has. No. Damn it. I don't think we can get a new thing. No. No, it's still saying authorization pending. Okay, we're good. We're good. Go here. Go here. Now I click this. I click activate, and I click activate here. Yes, we got a token. Following files are newer on disk. I want to move this over to this other screen real quick. We have a token. You want to see it? Okay. We now have a token. Sweet. So, in the ready, the first thing we want to do is try to load the token. So we load the token from the Twitch tokens file. Well, no, we create the WebSocket either way. If we need the token, then we do this. So first we say check for token. Or I guess load tokens. Load tokens like this. So tokens equals load tokens. If not tokens, then we're going to do this. Like that. So to load the tokens. Godot, I need you to work with me for like 5 fucking seconds. That's Python. He's Python posting. Function load tokens. So we want to access this thing. So we're going to say file access. We're going to say read this time. Oh, we only want to read. We're going to say var tokens file equal, this should actually be tokens file as well. Tokens file equals this, and we open as read. We're going, yeah, okay, I get it. The WebSocket's closed. We're going to say, you just open the generated link to not have to copy and paste. What? Shell open. Oh, I don't know about that. That's neat. I'm gonna close that link, forget to copy it, and then come back like 2 weeks later and be like, why do I have to copy and paste this link every time? I feel like there's got to be a better way. I did not know you could do that shell open thing. That's, no, good find. Thank you. I'd fix it now, but like, pff, we already got our token, and clearly nothing will go wrong from this point on. So like, why would we get another token? My code is perfect. It'll never break. This is a file access. File access. I want to say token. So var tokens equals tokens file dot read dot get as text. Get file as string. What? Returns the whole path file contents as string. What? Do I just do this? Does that work? Huh? Can I do JSON dot parse string then? File access. Does that just work? Think you got it in reverse? Can I do like this? Spires. I'm not going to print my token, obviously, but does that work? Let's see. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, that actually just works. Sweet. So we just return the tokens. So actually, why we don't even need this? We just say return. There you go. The old one-liner helper function. Love it. Cool. So we say var tokens equals load tokens. If not tokens, so if we get nothing out of this, actually, I think this will explode before it. Maybe it'll return an empty dictionary. I'm actually not sure. Doesn't matter. We got our tokens. Who cares? For our tokens. So now our tokens are loaded. So I'm actually going to change this to tokens loaded. Tokens load. No, it should be received tokens. Yeah. If not tokens, yeah. So tokens is this thing. We load it here. Then we have our access token. So on DCF flow completed, we request our access token. And what? We return tokens. Return tokens. Like that. This logic doesn't flow perfectly. We need to load the tokens. If we don't load the tokens, then we save. Then we receive the tokens. At the end of this, we should load the tokens again, though. So you do this at the end. One more time, because if we never receive them, then we're going to receive them once, get them, and then we'll load them. So try loading it first. If it doesn't work, go get the token, then load the token, then return the tokens. So we can say tokens here, like this. Cool. Yeah. On DCF flow completed, we're going to say, well, actually, who calls DCF flow completed? Oh, it's request completed here. Who kicks off the thing? Process session welcome message, DCF flow request. On completed. We should actually have this be like a global thing, I guess. If we want to do the signal bus style. We should say what? DCF flow request completed like this. I guess when the DCF flow request is completed. The thing is, we don't even need to do this if we can load the tokens, right? We don't even need to get to this thing. We would just process the welcome message. Yeah, this doesn't need to be here either. This doesn't need to be here. Because we're only going to do this if we can't load the tokens up at the top. So, process session welcome message. Let's do it the lazy way first. So we're going to say tokens equals load tokens. if not tokens. Then you kick off the DCF flow request. And then once all of that garbage is done, you can load the tokens again later. But for now, let's not worry about that. So I'm just going to say this. To do. Reload tokens on save. Cool. So, process our system welcome messages. The next thing we need to do is the event sub. Yo, this song's kind of hitting. How do we subscribe to the event flow? I don't know. We'll have to find out next time because I'm a little bit out of time today. Yeah. All right. That's it for me. Let me open up the mirror dimension. Well, actually, I don't know when I'll get back to this, to be honest. Because starting tomorrow is the game jam. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Yeah, game jam starts tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Pretty excited for it. Theme comes out in just a couple of minutes, so that should be interesting. Yeah. Next week, lots of streaming. Yeah, Godot Wild Jam. Yeah. Yeah, next week, lots of streaming. Lots of Godot Wild Jam. Should be a good time. What else? Video out next Friday. Pretty excited about that, too. Yeah, we'll see. I gotta go get some rest. I'm really sleepy. I'm trying to, kind of trailing off. Sadly skipping this one. That's totally okay. Game jams, cost millions of years off your life or something, if my estimations are correct. Yeah. I don't know if there'll be a stream tomorrow, but if not, definitely Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. So it should be, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days total, no matter what. And maybe a stream tomorrow. Kind of depends on when I get back from stuff I'm doing with my friends. But at the very least, I'll think about the game jam idea when I wake up. And yeah, try to come up with something cool. I want to make I kind of want to make a Fire Emblem style thing. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. I kind of want to redo another Fire Emblem thing. I kind of want to do a base builder thing, Fire Emblem style. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. Maybe another tower defense. Nah, we can't do another tower defense so soon. I don't know. I'll let my brain cook on it. I usually get my best ideas when I'm in the shower or running or whatever. So I'll peek at the theme when I wake up, and then yeah, we'll go from there. I think it's 82. 82. This is us. 4 hours. Whoa, spooky. Dude, imagine if this was the thing, though. We could play Mario Kart until the game jam theme drops. Yeah. All right, I'll stop waxing poetic. We're gonna go raid Alkaline. Alkaline PT. I recommend sleep brainstorm. Sleep is the goat. I'm gonna go try to get at least 9 hours because I did not sleep at all this entire week. But I also drank coffee before I streamed, so it doesn't seem very likely. I'll probably be hanging out in the Discord for a while, and watching Alkaline. All right, yeah. If you don't know Alkaline, they're an extremely talented and very cool developer. They do stuff with Fimshes. They are not doing game dev right now. What are they doing? I didn't actually just realize they're not doing game dev. Hold on. They're looking at fish. It's the Fimshathon. We have to go to Alkaline. It's the Fimshathon. See this guy. Thanks for the stream. Hey, thanks for being here, Brandon. I will see everyone tomorrow, maybe Sunday. Bye-bye. Bye, YouTube.